Hello guys and welcome to Truth and Transparency. It's a lovely Mother's Day weekend. Hopefully all the mothers out there are feeling some type of way. Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys, especially all the moms out there in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Welcome to Truth and Transparency. We're going to get started here in just a couple moments.
He got on council that January. Yes, he was here. He was working with, not working with, but the Beaver County dude.
You're at John Hall.
He didn't want him to write anything about it. So he admitted to me one time, he was like, damn right, I'm going to tell him everything. I don't want him writing about me.
All right, again, guys, welcome to Truth and Transparency. Again, happy Mother's Day weekend to everybody. Saddle up. This is just the beginning. You guys are going to see a couple clips rolling, and then I'll get started. But what you guys are seeing right here is just
It's a preview file.
some work by your girl. Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Beaver County. Home to the Quips. Football legends Mike Ditka, Ty
This
Law,
is a preview file. For example use only.
Darrell Revis. Also home to corruption, crime, unsolved homicides, drugs.
This is a preview file. For example use only.
And betrayal. 9,000 people ask themselves daily, what are the secrets of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania? Sunset Secrets Season 3. Rachael DelTondo, Unsolved Homicide. Sheldon Jeter Jr. Framed. Tyric Pugh. Jamie Brown. Wrongfully convicted. Hello, everybody. Officer James Nime. Are all of these related in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania? Join me, Season 3, Sunset Secrets. Checkbook is under the victim. How would Officer Cassidy's checkbook be under the victim? Did he have the checkbook on him? And did he get into an altercation with Officer Nime? And his checkbook fell out and he didn't realize it? Did someone plant his checkbook? My sources say that your top pocket in those uniforms were not big enough to hold a checkbook. If you guys are new to the channel, this is I'm going through some different clips that I've done over the past year and a half for Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. So what you guys are seeing right now is this is just some replay back of podcasts that I've done that centrals around the unsolved homicide of Rachael DelTondo, Sheldon Jeter Jr., Frank Atropa, persons of interest throughout unsolved homicides in Aliquippa, and none other than the reporting of John Paul, JP. Again, I want to welcome everybody that is in live chat. I only ask that you be respectful. The moderators have the permission to pull your name out. So, contrary to what people in the community think about what I do and what I don't do, I put a lot of time not only researching what I do, I take a lot of time editing, I take a lot of time commuting, travel, but most of all, I take a lot of time to care. I take a lot of time to be present with the situations at hand. But there are people out there that have a problem with what I'm doing. And the question should be why. And tonight, I'm going to show you a pattern of behavior. And I'm going to show you and tell you all about why Aliquippa, Pennsylvania is the reason for the season of the trolls. So check this out. Again, those of you guys that may have missed it, I'm gonna back some stuff up for you. Again, this is my work, my work. John Paul, where you at?
He got on council that January. Yes, he was working with, not working with, but the Beaver County dude.
You're John Paul.
He didn't want him to write anything about it. So he admitted to me one time, he was like, damn right, I'm gonna tell him everything. I don't want him writing about me.
What is up? Okay, guys, welcome. I see some names I've seen plenty of times, so I just want to say hi to everybody. Hi to Kimmy. Love to see you here. Maple Beeve, Ellen, Lisa, Bumblebee, my baby. I think that you don't have a wrench because I probably accidentally blocked you. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Mike dropping. It wouldn't be an episode without you. Life in the Red Kim, new member, new supporter, and definitely reasons why. Southern Sass, thank you for being here, love. Again, Truth and Transparency, loving everybody. All the lurkers, what is up? Crazy Chick. If you guys have followed me, you guys know all about Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. There's people that don't know it. And something that is actually really ironic the way that this all worked out. But the Rachael DelTondo was murdered on Mother's Day. So that was back, what was it? 2018. So, yeah, 2018. On Mother's Day, sprayed 9 bullets in her back. And see, that's the reporting that you're not going to get from a guy by John Paul. His reporting is actually, what is up there, Tasha? His reporting is actually, it's factually incorrect. Whether or not he had access to that information and he left it out. I'm not sure. Or whether he was denied that access. Again, I'm not sure. But tonight I am here to tell you guys all about John Paul and how our worlds, clashed. And then how he ended up being in all the troll chats. And basically rallying these, degenerates. These, it's sad to say, but John Paul is an opportunist, and if there's a will, there's a way, and he's the first person to use somebody and throw you away without a care in the world. Rachael DelTondo became a source for John Paul 6 months before she was murdered. Nobody wants to talk about that. His screen name is the Beaver Countyan. There's a couple other things I want to show you guys before we get started. But there was, let's see.
Deserves a fair trial, and everybody has rights in the United States of America.
Information this evening on a double shooting in Aliquippa. One suspect is dead, another is on the run, and police warn he is dangerous. A fight outside a bar in Aliquippa turned deadly early this morning. Now police searching for a killer. One person shot tonight in Aliquippa again after shooting in Aliquippa. Megan Schiller is on with details. Megan.
This is just the trailer that I did for actually the podcasts that it's called Sunset Secrets, and it follows in real time season 1 Sheldon Jeter's trial. Season 2 I rewound and I went 20 years back to the Jamie Brown Officer 9, same town, same names, same families. And then here we're going to be coming up on season 3, which is where I commingle everything with Sheldon's appeal, what's going on with Jamie, and then breaking down Rachael DelTondo's timeline, as well as Tyric Pugh's timeline and the similarities, as well as some really special guests, some world-renowned reenactment people. Just leave it at that. But bottom line is that I've spent a lot of time in Aliquippa. It's only 3 hours from where I live. Depending if when I'm in Cleveland, it's a lot. It's shorter. Aliquippa has become like a second home to me, not a squatter home. I take highly offense to what Miss Walsh said in her hearing. It was a complete lie, and she knew that. She used the address of Delsha Flanagan to say that's where I was squatting, to enhance the judge's opinion that I am a criminal, that I live in the ghetto, and that if you were to ever look up that address, it would associate with none other than just most recently convicted for first-degree murder, Sheldon Jeter Jr. So, yeah, I definitely have some opinions on fucking saying that I squatted in a Beaver County housing authority unit. Again, I put countless hours, my own money, because if anybody out there thinks that Fight for a Family makes money, you're crazy. Everybody boycotted.
that was my initial phone call to Jamie Brown's attorney, Andrew. Reaching out to him and making it known not only that I have a podcast that's going to feature Jamie Brown's case, but also I want to help. Welcome to my podcast, Sunset.
Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh. The unsolved homicide of Rachael DelTondo begins in 2016. Super Bowl weekend, February 7th.
Every woman that does it, it's their transcript. So whatever day that was, that was her day. So I'm getting the voir dire for the jury member that I didn't much care for when I found out that she lives near. There's a neighbor. Now you said something about a jury. What were you talking about?
The jury that lives by DelTondo that was just she just know that she lived by DelTondo.
Who is the neighbor of Rachael DelTondo? This live episode discusses 2016 car incident and the juror member that was the neighbor of Rachael DelTondo and what type of role she played in the conviction of Sheldon Jeter Jr. in 2021. Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh. The unsolved homicide of Rachael DelTondo begins in 2000. All right, guys, welcome. Here we go. So you kind of going to get a little a taste of that. This is actually true crime. Rachael DelTondo murdered in her driveway, her parents' driveway. She always lived there. Mother's Day, roughly 10:44 to 10:45 p.m. That Sunday night of Mother's Day night. In her parents' driveway at the end and the bottom of the driveway. Now, according to the Beaver County, he could never be specific about anything. And I'm going to tell you right here, right now, 9 bullets sprayed her back, which means not of crime of passion, like the district attorney wants you to believe, like the Beaver County wants you to believe. This is why John Paul, JP, has now infiltrated all these little troll. It's because of my work in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. It's because of my honest work. You have done 100 articles, John Paul, and it's all a narrative with little bitty truths here and there and just a whole bunch of bullshit. In order to understand a man, you have to understand a pattern. And I'm going to show you guys a pattern of behavior. And I'm going to let you guys decide. I'm not going to decide for you. You guys can decide. But I'm simply going to give you the facts. Something that he has a hard time doing. Everybody wants to look everywhere else. And I'm going to try to get you guys to really focus here because this actually has to do with unsolved homicides / innocent people in prison, corruption, betrayal, covered up because of what? Everything has to do with money. But why would somebody like John Paul care about somebody like me? And that's the question. So let's go ahead and talk about patterns of behavior. If you guys saw the thumbnail, there was a woman by the name of Deanna Romigh. And where her story begins is in 2016. In 2016, a deaf woman. Okay, I'm going to start showing you guys some clips. Let's see. Okay. This right here is an article. It's an article written by John Paul, JP. JP is involved with Shift Happens, Aunt Lala. I think now Snuffles has a new daddy in town. So I actually want to give props to John Paul for that. KK, the Watts, AP. He basically, if I'm missing anybody, just go ahead and throw their name in chat. Love. So what we're looking at here is, again, the reason that this is all happening is because of a guy in PA, in Beaver County, where I went and basically went up against his narrative and put his narrative to pretty much shame in terms of that it was lacking a shit ton of detail. It wasn't questioning the right things, and it definitely wasn't comparing the right things in terms of where's the interviews with Lauren, where's the interviews with Tyree Jeter, where's any interview that has to do with anything besides maybe 4 of your sources, his sources that were on the 48 Hours episode. And just, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Lauren's story that she gave to 48 Hours, which he's a correspondent, doesn't make sense. You can hear that from Sheldon's attorney, Santacola, saying that you need to really get with Lauren on her story. But ultimately, at the end of the day, John Paul has been fixated on me for exactly almost a year. He wrote an article on June 12th, 2021, and I made his article. He doesn't know me from Adam. I mean, I'm sure he probably like binge watched me once he, I don't know, saw or heard about me in some capacity. I don't know how that happened, but at the end of the day, on June 12th, which was mid-trial, so Sheldon's trial started, the beginning of June and went till June 23rd. But June 12th, John Paul puts out an article, and he is irate because the family, he puts it in an article, which his website, by the way, he's a blogger. His website is $9.99 a month, just like mine, right? But he doesn't write in it at all. He hasn't done a piece in, months, because he's been over here fixated on this beautiful smiling face. But yeah, he's been fixated on me and wrote and said that the family, Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s family, had a out-of-state, out-of-town YouTube conspiracy theorist sitting with the family. And basically, how damn dare us do that. Didn't even know it was in there until somebody told me about it, by the way. So he labeled me a conspiracy theorist, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that, Mr. Crafton, as people are going to find out. He is much more than a blogger. He is an ex-hacker. I was trying to tell people all about this, but we're going to get to that part of the story. So John Paul has been fixated on me for a year. And people are out there going to be like, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. No. Yes, he has. He has. He's been in my live chat feature numerous times, showing his ass. He thinks that he can just write something in live chat and that I'm going to, stop, drop, and troll with him. But I'm not. And in fact, I gave him a nice quote the last time he was in my live disrupting shit. I told him I had no comment and to go fuck himself and play with his limp dick. Something along those lines. If you want to talk to me, the courtesy and the ethics and integrity of a journalist would email somebody, of which he definitely knows my email address because he has since emailed me. So I find it, cute and ironic, but be a professional. If you want to have a one-on-one with me, go ahead and email me. Let me know. But anyways, moving on. He is 100%, he has been fixated on me for a year. We're going to talk about his pattern of behavior, and it all centers around what he did to a deaf woman. A deaf woman. Yep, you heard that right. In 2016, so a little background here. 2016, a woman by the name, we're going to call her Deanna. She started up a Facebook group out of Beaver. And the news alerts of Beaver County. And it has right now currently over 40,000, members, or you could say, I would say members, if you're in a group, whatever you want to call yourself, a groupie, a subscriber, whatever, you're a member. There's a couple other Facebook groups in Beaver County, such as the Beaver County News Group, which has 27,000, and then the news alerts, which are around, 6,000. Now, he, mind you, so now in 2022, he was so concerned, about the news alerts of Beaver County, to the fact that he wrote this. This is what he wrote. He has done over 15 articles on this woman, by the way. 15 articles. Dear Beaver Countyans, what I am about to say I have said before, but I will say it again and again and again. This all must end before people get hurt. That's that key word right there, people getting hurt. Last night, the news alerts of Beaver County Facebook group, under its founding administrator, Deanna, was yet again causing needless concern in the community. Deanna shared a post from an individual claiming there was someone on the loose performing pit maneuvers on random vehicles, causing them to crash. The post went on to urge people to stay off of a local highway for their own safety. Deanna asserted that the individual's claims were true and argued with police when they issued a statement dubbing it a hoax. As is usual for her, she took one grain of truth, kind of like he does, that there was recently an accident on Route 51, and used her defective reasoning to twist it into proof of a widely different story. This is how modern urban legends are born. I mean, this is what's newsworthy. I've spoken to multiple, listen to this, guys, keywords here. These are keywords. This is what he says about me. Hello, Stephanie M. Looking fabulous today. This right here is classic. I have spoken to multiple law enforcement officials from 3 separate police departments and can confirm there is no headless highway horsemen attacking vehicles in Beaver County. There's other things like when some group members attempted to point out the man in question was describing symptoms not of coronavirus, but rather of a zombie apocalypse, Deanna began banning. She accused these people of blaming a victim. He was her friend, she said, and his claims were true. I mean, I cannot imagine how he's going to do this with Shift Happens. Others suggested that perhaps the virus had mutated, causing devastating new symptoms. Prayers repeated. This is insanity. Over the past month, she has personally posted information about how to turn a paper towel into a face mask. Fold it like a fan and staple rubber bands to each side to put around your ears. People actually thanked her for the information. Officials I have spoken with say the craft project will actually increase, not decrease, your risk of infection. She has also approved a post urging people to take high doses of daily vitamins to ward off coronavirus infection. Officials tell me this will not protect. See how his sources? Officials, people close to the investigation. Okay. So basically what I did is everybody that you heard in those clips earlier, those are his sources. Looking beautiful as always. You like him with the backwards hat? Yeah, girl. She has also approved posts urging, take high doses. Deanna claims this misinformation is not her fault, but the group is posts do not appear without her first approving them. Blah 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 blah. This is not amusing. This is not cute. This is simply dangerous. This is. Oh boy. Okay, right here. Those who provided correction or expressed thoughtful dissent or criticisms, often silenced by Deanna, creating an illusion he basically just is saying that Deanna may once again claim I am bullying her with these words, although any rational person who reads her group over the course of a week should realize she is Beaver County's biggest bully. No, actually that would be you, John Paul. Innocent person after innocent person after innocent person falls victim to false accusations. False accusations. Oh, that's funny. You know what the words that are being used right now? That Shift Happens. You guys have falsely accused Shift Happens of all being all these fucking people. No, Shift Happens has portrayed herself to be all these people. Thank you, Melissa. Shake it, girl. Thank you for the super chat, super sticker. Yeah. So do you guys see some word patterns here? Because I know I do, and I've only just begun. Anyways, this is the big, oh my God, bow down and suck a dick when he comes in a chat. This is what they're sucking off right here. And this is, the words that he uses now, it's the same stuff. The BeaverBlogger has made it known through that dimwit Lala that he is doing exclusive. He's doing a nationwide exclusive. Well, I'm going to show you what his last nationwide exclusive looked like with Deanna. Okay. Now, mind you, this woman, he tried to get and I think he was successful, evicted from public housing. The same thing that happened, they attempted to do to Delsha, that I made sure that we were right there to make sure that that did not happen, and it didn't. This is the same guy, again, in the past with this woman that allegedly helped a neighbor file harassment charges on this woman so that she would get arrested for harassment. Again, then she beats the case, These are things, again, this is a woman that had a 40,000 person Facebook group, and John Paul wanted to buy it, and she didn't want to sell it. She didn't sell it to him. Again, sources close to the investigation. That's what my sources say. And in retaliation, he went after her. To the point that he, please take a look, has done... Now, who does this? I don't even know who has the time for this shit. Let's see. Those are phone records that I'm going to get to because you guys are going to love that. Boom. Got it. All right, go ahead here and take a look. It should be on your screen. Perfect. Yep, here it is. So I did a lovely, spreadsheet with some spreading help. The Beaver Countyan, so this is the girl that he went after. In 2019, May 13th, okay, does an article, has her name in it. June 3rd, 2019, Aliquippa police, unrelated medical and overdose calls led to false reports on social media about a shooter and murder. Monaca police chief says false news from Facebook group causing unnecessary alarm about a kidnapping. And that one, the November 29th, 2019, that's when he mentions a Facebook group peddling false news and conspiracy theories. Kind of like what he's dubbing me. November 30th, Chippewa Township Police issue statement denying Facebook rumor of a murder loose in the community. December 3rd, March 11th, 2020. March 15th, another one March 15th. April 28th, July 7th, July 29th, July 31st. September 7th, September 23rd, and February 28th. Again, these are all not national news. These are his website bloggings of this woman. Again, in 2016, the woman did her first post. She said, "Be nice and no politics." Then she made another rule, no faces and nothing that would impede investigation. Then Deanne has co-mods, and she would spend 6 hours a day posting, approving, adding, all that stuff. When you have like a 40,000 person, it's going to be a lot of people. 4.5 million interactions. She said mostly it was local news that she would cover. Again, she did this during COVID. During COVID, this is what, he was spending, John Paul was spending his time on ways to get, he went to local law enforcement. You'll hear about it. The Beaver County in itself is what's known as a news desert. There's only one of 20 in the state with only one single or less than, meaning 0, newspaper in Beaver County only has the Beaver County Times. And that's important because the BeaverBlogger himself was basically the media, your mainstream media in a sense. And this actually was very damning for Sheldon Jeter Jr. and all the white people that would just be the ones that could afford to pay the $10 a month to listen to this him host shit. Beaver County Times, it is a nutshell compared to what it used to be in its former glory days. If you guys recall, in 2019, Facebook actually gave $400 million in grants to local newspaper or to news programs because Facebook was basically taking over. And in a NBCnews.com article, which I will show you guys, this was an article that John Paul was hoping that it would destroy and rip apart this woman. Again, all of you guys in this community, think about this. Do you know how hard it is to be a deaf woman and to be able to run a social media platform? Number one, she's a single mom, had kids, you know, and you got this rich hoity-toity white boy dweeb wanting to basically meddle in her lane. And we're going to get to that. But it's really important to understand that the dynamics around the fact that, why are you going after somebody's Facebook group? What? This is the big, oh my God, John Paul is a big to-do. No, John Paul ain't shit. And I'm showing you what he does. A small investigative news website, beavercounty.com, has published multiple articles debunking rumors spread in the group. Now listen, it says spread in the group. Think about all the times you guys been in Facebook groups and people write a post and you're trying to allow people to write posts, but then also like, you know, monitor them like, oh, well, is this, is that? How would you know if something's credible or something's not when it comes to local news? But he wants to blame just this one person for falsely spreading stuff. And so in this article, they said that John Paul went to local law enforcement to try to get her Facebook taken down. Again, after he tried to buy it. And she wouldn't sell. He wanted the group. He wanted, just like Kim Kaufman wanted that 12,000 person Facebook group. He wanted 40,000 people. Why wouldn't you? Well, then she started to, not only did she not buy it or not allow him to buy it, she said nothing will be posted in my Facebook group that has to do with him. No posts. So that's like a 40,000. Aliquippa's 9,000. Beaver County's 170,000 people. Aliquippa's 9,000. And she's got 40,000, a 40,000 person audience. And she said, no more beef. No more beef. No more beef. And my new claim to fame is hashtag, there's a new beaver in town. Hence that I really have, you know. If you know, you know. And now I have a new hashtag, which is Snuffles, who's your daddy? Bend over, baby. So his claim to fame is that he always wants to say, this must end before someone gets hurt. What do you hear? Shift happens, repeating over and over and over like a broken record. All these people, someone's going to get hurt, someone's going to get hurt, someone's going to get hurt. Oh my God, you're so dangerous, you're so dangerous, you're so danger. Danger, danger, hurt, hurt. Propaganda, propaganda bullshit. Now, Let's talk about some fun shit. You guys want to hear some fun shit? Has anybody ever looked into in 2009, curtains falls on Beaver Art Gallery. Let's take a look at this. I want to know if anybody has ever taken a look into 2009 articles. I mean, who would ever take their time to do that? That's how I feel. What is that? That's not what I want to do. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, hold on. I'm adding now. Oh, there we go. It should show. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a look at chat here for a second. How many novels has he written, Lana, I wonder? My second one was so classy, I was just only imagining. How many novels? No, he hasn't wrote many novels, I don't think. He just comes in chat and disrupts life. So this is the big to-do. This is what is giving these trolls, these, like the Andrea Powers of the world, the KKs of the world. And I'm gonna show you guys all these little clips, but this man is going around all macho-y macho, saying that he's going to, he's saying that I'm being investigated by all these law enforcement agencies. He's telling people that I'm going to, be criminally charged and all this crazy ass shit. And the thing is, he's gotten to all of you guys on social media here that are in this YouTube world that, I think that you're weak. I don't know why you would ever talk to somebody like this and why you would ever think that anything that I was doing is illegal or, that police would be investigating me for what? I mean, this is what, it's kind of like when I talked to Allie back in the day and I said, why would you believe something if you didn't see something? When somebody has to come to you, anonymously or with spoof numbers and all this stuff, like, you think that they're credible? If they're so credible, why aren't they just saying who they are? Why are they coming to you in an alt? Oh, it has to be secret society. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm going to put you undercover with Lana. Because Lana's doing what? What is Lana doing? I just showed you what Lana's doing. Lana's over here doing a podcast. Lana's over here trying to help a family, in which she did, and she was able to find out that the juror was actually the neighbor of Rachael DelTondo, which is a huge no-no, and it's going to get Sheldon Jeter Jr. a new trial. If Lana wouldn't have been there in that courtroom, that would have never happened. Like, to this day, nobody would know that. Nobody would know who that was. I made a big bitch about it. Do you think that John Paul wrote about it? No, he didn't. I double scooped him. I think I triple and quadruple scooped him. He calls it a double scoop, or, I just scooped you. But this is the man that all of you people out there are taking your little eggs and putting it in his basket. Why? You believe in KK? You believe in KK, right? You think that KK's good? What? KK went and talked to the Watts family? What does KK do? Like what? Oh, here, when Ronnie's at work, Cindy, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. I can't wait to see how this all fucking plays out. It's going to be Armageddon, I was told. It's going to be Armageddon. And what the other thing I think is funny is you guys couldn't believe a word that Cindy or Ronnie Watts ever said. Now, let's just hop on that bitch's back and ride their words until we orgasm the fuck out, right? I mean, do you guys hear yourselves? But this is who your daddy is. This is who, you're believing in. Believing in a guy that won't even write articles that are built on the foundation of truth with integrity, meant the way that it's supposed to be, reporting the facts. Do you guys understand that Rachael DelTondo became his source? And then she told him that she was in fear for her life. In fear for her life. The police were following her. She told him a bunch of shit. Did she ever tell him that Sheldon Jeter Jr., that she was scared of him? No. No, she did not. She was scared of her fiance. She was scared of the police. And what happens after being a source, a private source of his? What happens after she tells you that? She is murdered. Murdered. So she was right, wasn't she? And now the question I've always said is, well, who knew that she was talking to people? Because she was never talking to people before. And what has John Paul done to get justice for Rachael DelTondo? John Paul has made money, made thousands of dollars off of Rachael DelTondo's name. He'll tell you it himself. He's written over 100 articles. He hasn't missed a hearing, all this blah, 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 blah. And all he wants to do is point the finger to a black kid versus the knowing corruption with the police and all the complete botching jobs of the investigation. Rachael DelTondo's homicide is unsolved to this day, and it will remain unsolved if people like John Paul are the ones doing the reporting. Now, I have a question, and I want some answers. So, in 2009, John Paul, don't know if he was part of the LLP group, but there's a Baker and Placidy LLP. They signed a 15-year lease for $625,000. Which roughly, when you break it all down, is $3,472 per month in a lease. John Paul wanted to open up an art gallery in Beaver County, of all places, like in downtown, and make it like New York City. It lasted 8 months. Well, you were on a, 15-year lease. Did you guys just continue to pay on that property for those months, for the rest of, 15 years? Because your lease would be ending in the next couple years. I'm curious if Gary has any comments about that. I also went ahead and looked at if John Paul didn't pay. So, guys, this is really important because you want to follow the money. So in 2008 and 9, when this was all coming out with him doing this art gallery, and I guess a lot of money people were pissed about that they paid for stuff and then he just closed up shop and didn't reimburse them. And, now he has a website that he's supposed to be writing in, and he hasn't wrote one article in like 6 months because he's literally watching me, hey baby, nonstop. But if John Paul was granted like a gift, meaning like, hey, it's cool, I'm going to let you out of the lease because somebody else wants to come in, but you're going to owe me a favor down the road, things like that. So was John Paul granted any favors out of that? I don't know the whole ordeal of all that, but what I can tell you is that when you're in a 15-year lease, okay, when you're talking about commercial property like that, that's like what I had with my bar. And so when all of you people want to talk about, this and that with like, money and blah, 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 blah. When you're in an LLC, you can just bankrupt the LLC. But here, I don't know if he was a partner in the LLP. Prior to that, he was a fucking hack. He was a hack. When I say he was a hack, I mean he was a hack. He didn't go to college. He literally can hack your shit. So all you guys out there that think that somebody can't get in your shit, it depends what shit we're talking about. This man is capable of getting into, it's actually pretty impressive what he's able to do, what I've seen him do anyways. If you guys are part of his website, he will see who's accessing his website by paying attention to the IP addresses and when they're on and when they're using it. So let's say that I was to sign in right now into the website. He would then look and see what activity is going on, take a look at that IP address, and then go ahead and research away. Oh, he wants me to X out of the... I haven't even gotten to that craft and you're killing me. He's like, I'm losing it over here. I'm losing it. Oh, God. There you go. Oh, jeez. I'm Xing out of all of it. Don't worry. Is that better, Crafton? The most frustrating thing about this is there are terrible human beings out there that are driven by greed and power. The others are silenced in fear. They know exactly what happened to the victims. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? And you know what? That post right there is why I get so upset. Because I look at these articles. That this him-ho writes. And all he does is goes and he creates chaos. He creates chaos and then he walks away. If you actually go and read his articles, there are no conclusions to anything that he starts up. When you want to talk about ADD is when you start projects and you don't finish them. So you look around your house and you started folding clothes and there's just a fucking pile right there still. Because you started it. You started what? To bake cookies and you didn't put them in the oven. You look around your house and there's just all these projects started and nothing finished. When you look at John Paul and his work, okay, he goes around and he starts projects, okay? He takes little truths here and there and he just starts fires. And then he walks away. Well, he started one of the biggest fires. And it caused Rachael DelTondo to fucking be murdered. Them's the facts. He started fires with when he wants to cite sources and stuff like that. Because he won't ever tell you his sources. If anybody was to know that Rachael DelTondo was talking to him, that's problematic for who? You think Sheldon Jeter Jr.? The fuck out of here. No, it's not problematic for him. If people were to find out that she was talking to the police, who's that problematic for? Sheldon? No. So how does a man that claims that he is so intelligent can just seriously sit there and say that Rachael DelTondo's murder was not because of what she knew? Then why did you want her as a source? Bro, when she told you that she was in fear for her life, that said that she was getting death threats that said she will not live to see 2019. This is your source. If a source of mine came to me and was saying this stuff to me, wouldn't you take it seriously? You want to know what John Paul takes seriously? He has the balls and audacity to come into my chat and say, you better retract your statement about shift happens. The fuck? About Lauren Watkins, about shift happens, about this and about that. You better retract your statement. What statement is that I have to retract? The statement that you're rolling in bed with a bunch of trolls, internet trolls, that have daddy issues, that have substance abuse issues, that have mental issues. But you love that, don't you? Because to you, these people are pawns because people don't realize what me and you are doing. What me and you are doing is this is about murder, motherfucker. This is about murder. This is about a bunch of murders. And you want to blame an innocent black guy. Boy, I should say. He's 23 years old. And he was less than when Rachael was murdered in 2018. Sheldon didn't get a fair trial. And if you don't know that, then you're lying to yourself. You were in that courtroom every single day. You didn't report the facts. You don't think it's a big deal that a police officer drove a vehicle away? When have you ever heard of a police officer getting in a vehicle that could potentially be a crime scene? When have you ever heard of that? When have you ever heard of the police officer doing it twice in the same night? Same police officer, 2 different vehicles. Have you ever heard of that? Because I know I haven't. Did you report on that? No, you didn't. John Paul has an issue with me because I blew up his spot. John Paul has tried to get me arrested for trespassing. And I never trespass. Because they couldn't get me on the wiretapping laws of PA. Because I'm smart. John Paul has tried to get Delsha evicted. John Paul makes countless phone calls to the Beaver County housing. That man, all he does is sit and fester and watch every single thing I do. Everything. Rewind, play, rewind, play, rewind, play. Pause, play, pause. all these little trolls. He's just feeding them stupid shit to appease them and make them like happy and make them think that they're important. Meanwhile, all he's trying to do is discredit me in the long run. And this time he's trying to discredit me, and he's actually making, he's making the reporting. You know how if you got a phone call because, there was a, guy on the loose. So what does he do? He reports the incident. Well, right now he is helping make incidents, fake ones, and then wants to report on fake incidents. It's not just shit like Lala. Why do you think Lala's page is not there? He was like, oh, that's coming down. You're blowing up my spot. Because all those videos are very fucking damning. But me and Crafton Barnes, we downloaded them all, and I already made a video. You guys want to know how intelligent I am? I'm pretty smart. Back when I worked in the Watts case, I could tell that my group, somebody was giving shit out. And so what I did is I took a piece of paper that I had already printed out, and I marked them differently. I made a little marking on them. Or I wrote a different word in a different spot, and then I printed out like 5 or 6 different copies, and I took them, and then I sent them out to people. And then I would look and see which one got out, and then I would know who the fuck's the piece of shit. You know what I mean? So I did it again, and I said, I'm going to find out who. And when I say a mole, you would think that like, oh my God, Lana, what are you doing? Why would you ever use that word? It's not because I'm doing anything illegal. It's because you're helping somebody that is dangerous, as he likes to say. And these other people spin narratives, okay? They like to give half-truths. Like when I say half, I should probably say like a fourth. But at the end of the day, you're just untrustworthy. So it's not like I want you gone because, oh my God, you told somebody where we buried a body. No, I just don't want you around because I think that you're just not worthy to be my friend. Thumbs the facts. So when I did Aunt Lala's, this is so good. When I did Aunt Lala's video that I made, and I'll show you guys. I did a 41-minute video showing all of the shit that Aunt Lala had on her page these were threats. I only gave them out to so many people. I'm going to show you something. On March 24th, 2021 or 22, and on March 30th, 2022, my Facebook was quote unquote accessed from Washington. I'll just leave it at that. And it was very interesting. Those dates were very, very interesting to me in my investigation. And that'll come out down the road. But with the Lala stuff, you guys see how, okay, right here, I'm doing a live, right? I'm making a video, right? Well, how many people would pay close attention to, let's say that this hat was a different color, or that my hoodie was a different color? Now, you would never know that other videos even exist if you think that I just send you out the video that everybody else got, right? But I wouldn't be able to do that if I was in a group chat, because then that video would be seen by everybody in a group chat. But if I went through to 6 individuals and I had given you a video, and then I gave somebody else a video, and I gave somebody else a video, all the way down to 6 people, 6 of my best friends, right? You're watching it thinking that everybody's watching the same thing that you're watching, right? For the most part. Except you're watching a video that may have a different hoodie on or a different hat on. But when you go ahead and you forward that motherfucker and you give it to somebody else, and that's the one that gets downloaded and changed names, how could Aunt Lala possibly have a video of me, of my stuff to the police before I ever put it out there publicly? How is that possible? I know I'm losing a lot of you guys, but you guys need to think right here. If I make a pre-recorded video and I make 5 of them and they're 5 minutes long, each of them, I read off of a piece of paper because I have the same message to say. But when I'm done with the first 5 minutes, I stop it, I make a new video, I put on a different hoodie. Say my message, put on a different hoodie, say my message, put on a different hoodie. Right? Then what happens? Let's say that you go ahead and you're like, oh God, I gotta get this over to Jean-Paul or Aunt Lala. And you go ahead and you get that over to them. But you think you're going to be sly and cool. And you think you're going to be one step ahead of me. And so what you do is you download the video and you change the name of it. You clear out your history of ever doing it. That way, if I ask you to show me your video, or not your video, but like the link. So if you type in the link and you, in the DMs, and I say, hey, type this in, hit enter. Oh, you didn't send it out. So that this is only people that have ever seen it. It was just coming from me to you, right? Not unless you delete you ever sending it. If you go ahead and you delete it, it wouldn't be able to be seen that way. If I said take a picture, a screenshot, to let me see if you forwarded that to anybody, and you go ahead and you type it in, it would come back as you didn't forward it. Because if you delete it out of the transactions of your other, dealings. So I said, you know what, I got to go one step further. I got to go wardrobe change. And I did. And I caught the person. And it's a sad, sad day. But I'm really fucking smart. Really fucking smart. I think I'm too smart for my own good. I think I'm a prick. But I know that I'm loyal, and I know that I'm real as fuck, and that I fight, and I know that I'm gonna win. And I know that you guys believe in somebody named John Paul. He's a proven loser. He's a proven loser in life. He's a piece of shit to his friends. He shits on everybody. He would never be there for you. So when that bus comes running through, if you think he's going to say that he ever talked to you, the fuck out of here. He's not. So I have a song for, I got 2 songs actually. love pricks. Hot Ham Radio. I'm sick as shit, but I'm here. Oh, it's only going to get better, guys. Just wait for it. It's coming. I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping. While you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you. You know, somebody called me. There you go. I didn't want to miss a thing. There you go. Somebody called me recently and said that they wanted to save me. And I was really taken back by it. But I care about this person a lot. But I definitely don't need to be saved. I definitely don't need... I actually don't need help. I don't. I do, don't I? Yeah, but somebody said that they wanted the truth. They wanted the truth. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What truth do you want? What do you guys want from me? All I do is give you the truth. The truth is that I spent all my time making podcasts, researching the fuck out of cases, not giving a fuck about what's been going on out in La La Land, not giving a fuck about anything that's going on anywhere. But always these people, they fucking just come for me because I think it's a game. I don't even know. I don't know if they want me to bang them. I think they do. And then they realize like, oh, I just want to be her friend. I don't know. And then I'm just going to pretend to everybody that we were in a relationship. I have to laugh at that. Sarah fucking King saying that we were in a relationship. Also, Andrea Powers. I mean, I have to laugh at you. You're a fucking joke, dude. You're the biggest joke out there. Running around with all your alts. Don't worry, it's going to blow up in your face in court. But as much as I'm a cocky, conceited prick, I actually I'm an Italian, Jamie. I'm an Italian. Loyal, family, hardworking. The slogan I taught my son is, he'll tell you, work smarter, mama, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. And that's what I do every day. That's how I out-jump these fucking idiots. But what fucking I don't get is that why the fuck would you ever question me? Why would you ever believe what the fuck you're hearing from fucking second and third and fourth party hearsay? Like, be a fucking woman. Have your own fucking opinion. I mean, I don't understand it, people. You want to know what Lana's saying or what's going on, then go to Lana's channel. John Paul said that this woman, this Deanna woman, she was being investigated. Everything that he has claimed that's going on with me, he said about this woman. You guys can have all my fucking chats. You can have all my DMs. I got no skeletons in my closet when I'm talking about what the hell I'm doing. If I don't want you in my personal life, that's just because my life is personal and I don't want you in my personal life. But when you want to talk about, I'm not scamming people, and I sure as shit aren't screwing around with, behind the scenes blackmailing people or doing anything of the sort. This is about murder. And this is about a man that is making you guys fucking get away from the bigger picture, which is a fucking appeal that we're about to win and that we need support. And what is he going to come and do? He's going to come around on the anniversary of Rachael DelTondo's murder. He doesn't talk to the DelTondos anymore. John Paul, your guys is all fucking holier than now. Lisa and Joe are great fucking people. And they're the reason that I fucking went to Aliquippa in the first place. And I just ended up, because of my investigation, saying, this kid didn't do this. And no fucking way, I'm going to try to help him. And no, I didn't need Fight for a Family to go on my free fucking time or my prioritized time and money and resources, which is my fucking brain, to go and help somebody. I don't need a nonprofit to help people. I'll never need a nonprofit to be who I am, which is a good fucking person. I'm old school. I give you my word, you got my word. But I always ask, why do you want to be my friend? Why do you want me to take you out on a date? I'm the worst fucking date ever. I'll probably be looking all over the place because I have ADD. And you're going to think that I'm looking and checking people out. And meanwhile, I'm just like, no, bitch, I'm just fucking ADD. But if you're not interested in my cases, then you are a fangirl. If you want to support Fight for a Family or myself for any other reason other than to simply help the process, if you want to do it for any other reason, you are a fangirl. If you're helping me so that I will take down other creators, you're a fangirl.
Rich gang. If you hating, you just need some pussy. She fucked up when she gave me some pussy. Say I fuck you better than that other nigga. She say, Tune, I'm about to come. I say I'm coming with you. And she don't like them pretty niggas, sedated niggas. She ride this dick, her titties jiggle. That's my pillows. That's because I sleep in that hole.
John Paul, I'm offering you an exclusive. I'm offering you the fucking deal that you want, which is you want to interview me. I know that you want this. I'm going to give it to you, but on my terms. These are the following terms. The questions will be given ahead of time. Number 1, we will be live doing the interview. Number 2, Number 3, follow-up questions can happen. Can. And then number 4, based on client attorney privilege, questions can obviously be, if it's breaching anything like that. Now let me see you write something that's not biased. Because this is me cock blocking you from writing a fucking story and not getting the main person and the truth. So here you go. Again, these are my demands. I will not budge on them. The questions beforehand. Number 1. Number 2, the interview will be live. And number 3, I will allow follow-up questions to a question. So now I just cock-blocked you from being able to write an article without talking to me. Oh, I'm sorry, my last thing. My lawyer will be present for the interview. Live. So, again, these are the demands. Again, number 1, your questions that you would like answered ahead of time. I will allow follow-ups. Number 2, it will be done live. We'll allow some audience questions, and my lawyer will be present with me. So, I can multitask like a motherfucker. If you want that exclusive, the email address that you emailed me last at, that I never responded to, and I left you on red, and I'm sure you flipped out like a little girl, you can go ahead and you can email that again. And you can put in the subject, inquiring of exclusive. And it is a live exclusive. That way, your questions can be answered, and my answers can be noted and seen, and you can't twist shit. Those are the deals. That's my demands. Take it or leave it. But you will not be putting in any article that I declined your pathetic attempt to ask me any questions. And I think you need to brush up on your ethics. Yeah, I can do that tomorrow. Let me see. I have to go into the other program. But I was on it. I got you there. It's because I accidentally blocked her. It's because I accidentally blocked her there. I got you there, VA, baby. Okay, Dal wants to know. John Paul knows. Oh, who knows who did it? He has to. This is a question. I don't know. We'll find out. This is past Mod Squad's bedtime, man. Come on now. She's never at the late lives. I know you guys got me. Thank you, love. So I want to answer some questions here tonight. For the record, John Paul lost his ass when he attempted to take down this woman. They wouldn't take down her Facebook page. You know, he went on and on and on about it. And her Facebook page is still there. It's hard to do an interview with, as somebody who's deaf over the phone. But by all accounts, I will be speaking with this woman. But this is a pattern of behavior that John Paul goes after women that that use a platform and they use their voice. He's intimidated, and to be honest with you, I shouldn't even be giving somebody like this an exclusive. But the reason that I'm doing it is because it's a chess move. Nobody betrayed me, Vicky. That's the whole point. Nobody betrayed me. You guys are going to find out what happened with my results and how I was able to do what I did. What did I say that John Paul's really good at? What is he? Like, he's a hack, right? So what can he do? He can hack into things. I'm going to show you guys all about it. He's probably going to have to answer a lot of questions and whatnot, but bring the right questions, you know?
Pussy like a seashell, dick like a V12. She say I drive her crazy. I say just keep on your seatbelt. Bend it over, bust it open for me. Baby, bend it over, bust it open for me. Yeah, she say she love it, she just love this dick. Come put that $1 million pussy on me, make me rich. She got that $1 million.
Keep following that money, John Paul, that does not exist. But let's just talk about narratives. Let's talk about truth. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so any questions? I mean, do you guys even know the stories about Rachael DelTondo, about Sheldon? I mean, Aliquippa is where it's at when you want to talk about if you're a true crime person, this should interest you to the point that it should anger you. So, I know you do. I have a lot of support out there. And I have the good support. You know what I mean? I don't have a bunch of, when I say a bunch of alts, I don't have 6 people that support me and they go in with all their alts. You know, it'll be a year tomorrow. It'll be a year tomorrow when all these people slid in my DMs. I don't know if Stephanie's still in chat, but I want to talk about Father Snuffles really quick. Ready? Here we go. So Father Snuffles has a new daddy in town. You know, John Paul doesn't own, Snuffles doesn't own the trolls anymore. But deep down, John Paul is calling the shots with these trolls. And I mean, when I say troll, I mean KK's a troll, just so you guys know. Andrea Powers is a troll. KK's a troll, Andrea Powers is a troll. Lala. You know, Lindsay Hensley's just like a mouthpiece. I mean, I just hope to God, Lindsay, that you're getting your fucking bills paid, man. Like, I hope somebody's ponying up that dough, you know what I'm saying? Shift happens. I do have a clap back. It's not really a clap back. It's a, I have a letter here dated March 1st, 2022. It is a leaked letter. When I say leaked, it's not really leaked, but I am going to make a reference to, I'm going to show you guys some stuff on screen. We support Lana regardless who does or does not like these others who keep switching sides depending on their friends. It's gross. I love Lana and she's my friend, bottom line. I love you, Boston, and I mean, I would do anything for you and your kids. I think you know that. I think that my whole fucking team knows that. And when I say my team, my home team, like we're home team. And their leader's pretty smart. Their cult leader here. I love when Mod Squad's like, I don't know what you're up to. I was like, don't worry about it. Let me just start fucking with people. Grab a drink, because this letter, it's going to blow up the spot. I also have a recording from the strip club. I'm going to play it. Did you guys know about my night at the strip club? It was actually during the day, but I'm going to go ahead and play my recording from the strip club. You guys know I live in Ohio, and only one party has to know that you're recording at any time. Quick little break there. Quick break. Boom, 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 boom. I know you do. You are real and say it like it is, and so do we. Yep. Them's the facts. Them's the facts. All right, guys. Here we go. So what I'm gonna do. So wait, you have a group chat too? Go research team. Yay. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have a research. No, I don't. John Paul thinks I do though, but I don't. Again, it's 11:39. I want to say cheers to all the moms out there. The most important job and the most rewarding job anybody will ever have in life is being a parent. Whether you birth somebody, because guys don't birth their kids. I mean, you know what I mean? That's just crazy to even say that. If you're a parent, you know, tomorrow is Mother's Day and then there's a Father's Day, but both of those days are instrumental. Jack's got me a card and he made it at school, and it's probably the best thing I've ever seen in my life. But being a mom is the most important thing to me. It's the most rewarding thing to me. And when I asked my son, you know, they ask you like what you do, like what job do you do, or what does your mom do? And you know, Jax wrote, "I don't know," as his answer. And I laughed because he's right in a sense. I don't tell him about all of this shit, you know what I mean? And if, you know, something has to be hush-hush because I'm researching something, and I don't talk about it. And I said, no, but what do I tell you? Like, you know, what is the whole big picture? He's like, fighting for families. And I was like, yes. But it was funny because on his card when he's talking to his teacher, he's like, no, I don't know what she does. Like, it gets like a big secret. I was like, bless your heart. Hey, what kind of food do I like? He said Hawaiian. It said Hawaiian on there. And I said, what? We've never had Hawaiian. He said, no, I said hibachi. I'm gonna need my teacher to get it together. He said, what was it? Oh, my mom's super duper because something or other. And his answer was, because I get to use the iPad every single day. I said, wait, what? So I guess like some kids don't get to use the iPad every single day. So I told him that maybe I have to tighten up that iPad usage. He said, what's my most common like phrase or saying? And he said, quote unquote, say your prayers. I mean, it's written down. It's super cute. I should get it and show it. But he's a good boy. He's gonna be the ladies are gonna be fighting over him. You know, or guys, depending on whatever he wants to do. No judge here. But, you know, some days I ask myself, why do I even do this? And that other stuff I don't do. It comes my way. It literally does. But I do it because I'm a mom. And if anything ever happened to me and my boy and somebody wanted to help me and could help me, and that would, you know, I think there's nothing better in life is to be able to help somebody. And the crazy part is that people want to take that away. So you have to ask yourself why. People saying Lana's dangerous. How am I dangerous? Why aren't you guys asking for receipts? How am I dangerous? People want to say Lana does this or Lana does that. No, she doesn't. I don't give a fuck about any of these people. That's the problem. Is that they know everything about me. When you talk about stalking, they like legit know everything about me. I don't know shit about these people. Because why? Because I don't care. And that's the problem, as I'm very vain, I guess. I'm very self-absorbed. So cheers to the moms out there, but all the people that are close to me and question shit, there's nothing to question. I'm right here. I'm the same person that I've always been. So don't sit here and say that I'm not and that this has changed me. This hasn't changed me. It's enlightened me. It's enlightened me to know, like, how much better I am than a lot of people. To be honest. How much better my chats are. The people that I surround myself with are better than a lot of these people. And it also tells me, fuck, you know, your life. A-okay. You know, again, I could never think of getting on the microphone and fucking lying about somebody. I could never think about doing that. Like, you know you're about to lie and you're going to fucking do it anyways. Like, how do you do it? The only way that I could ever possibly do that is that I knew that somebody was going to harm my child or something like that, and I had to do something. Out of like a ransom type thing or something like that. But there's no way that I could get on a fucking panel or get on a podium and swear under oath. Thank you. But I'm going to play something for you. And I'd be lying to you if I didn't say that it didn't hurt to hear. But I think it's important that you guys hear it. And then it's important for me to read this letter that was dated. And it's in the emails. So, like, it's legit. March 1st, 2022. If you guys don't recall, I went to my hearing on March 7th. So this is about all the haters out there. This is about people lying to one of my good friends. But this is important. So if you guys didn't catch this, but another person that's, I have no fucking clue what's going on, but let's see. Got it.
Now, I have bent over backwards to be kind and helpful to this individual, and now they think that they're going, truth and transparency, of which there is none of those things. Now, I have bent over backwards to be kind and helpful to this individual, and now they think that they're going to flip something on me and Sarah, and it's just not going to work. Now, making a racist comment about the National Day of Mourning. And each year on the fourth Thursday in November recognizes the National Day of Mourning. The observance is an opportunity to reflect our Native American heritage and the role Thanksgiving played in the lives of their ancestors. These are our ancestors, you disgusting pig, Lana. This is a hate crime that you just committed. And you don't have a boyfriend. You have girlfriends. You have people that you sexually harass, sexually molest, sexually intimidate. That's what you do. So my husband and I, who is an American Indian, and I am half Hispanic, we allowed you to stay in our home because you would probably have had to stay at a homeless shelter. You have nothing. So we were kind to you when we didn't have to be. And, I'm proud of who I am. So that really isn't going to help you very much. It's not going to get any kind of response from anybody. And nobody's going to contact you. Nobody kidnapped you. You're just a liar. You have mental issues. And you're going to end up either in jail, in rehab, or a mental institution, or you're going to be dead because You are just spinning out of control, and there's not going to be anybody that's going to stand by you. And, I just think that I would just leave this alone if I were you, because I was planning on it. And now I'm not going to get ugly and start, attacking anything ugly, but I will show what I can show. And, we were your gateway back in because there was mistakes made, but the only mistakes were made were us. So go ahead, try to turn this on us, because it's just going to come back right on top of you. And the landslide is going to bring you down, girlfriend. I told you this, but you don't want to listen because you know more. That's okay. I said it last night. I was tired of people insinuating that you were kidnapped, that anybody was kidnapped. There is no restraining order. Show it, prove it. Show your receipts, bring CVS, whatever you got to do. There's no restraining order against Sarah. There's a restraining order against you. I think there's a lot of restraining orders coming against you. So, honey, you better be waiting for that landslide. And I'm very proud of who I am. So you didn't really do anything to me, but I think some people are going to be pretty pissed off at you. Christopher Columbus, he was Italian. And I'll tell you what, the Native Americans, they don't like Italians. So you want to start talking about race and what races did to American Indians? There's a book, and it's called, I think it's like Lies My Teacher Told Me. It's about history. And they took Christopher Columbus's his diary and his letters that he was writing back. And he said in one of his letters that the American Indians were so kind to them and they were so willing to help them. And he said, we could subjugate them and turn them into our slaves pretty easily because they're very nice. And all these things have come out in books and whatever. So I don't know who taught you to be a racist, Lana, but that's wrong. It's not politically correct anymore. It's disgusting. Two people that were very kind to you that are of that race, they let you in their home, a home that you could never live in, a home that you could never afford. You just get evicted from everywhere. You're just a scam. I mean, what are you going to do when all the money runs out and there's nobody left that you can dock, scam, blackmail, whatever the hell you do? The money's gone. You're going to be working at 7-Eleven. I don't even think anybody would buy your underwear. So this is over. And, you're going to be the one that's going to look like a bad breakup, a very bad breakup. And, don't forget that my cousin Ronnie, he's a minister, and he was present for a lot of your bullshit. And, I didn't tell you who I was or what my background is completely because I didn't trust you. I never did. And I wasn't going to let you exploit my family or my name. And that's okay, because just keep going, Lana. I really don't care. Nobody's going to believe you. Nobody. The same people that hate you are going to continue to hate you. And maybe they're mad at us for whatever, but they still hate you more than they are angry with us. So I don't know, Lana. I think that pretty soon the cheese is going to stand alone. And you made that happen. You made it all happen. And, right is right, wrong is wrong. And you've said this yourself, but you don't follow it. You're this do as I say, not as I do kind of person. And that's not really a person. You have no ethics. You have no integrity. And this was just gross. This was just really gross. I don't know. You want to come back from that shit? I don't know how you can. But I hope that I hope you never run into Frank, because boy, he's gonna have some words for you. He did not really like you, and he's really not gonna like you now. And don't you ever call me your dying friend again. Don't you ever. You sicko. You have used my illness to sad fish, and that was a dig, because you know what? We're all dying. Today, I'm living, and I'm that person that's going to slide into their grave on a damn banana peel, still flipping people off that I'm not agreeing with. That's who I am. And you know what? You want to go make the comments?
To my love,
I'll tell you
took
what,
it down.
man. You won't find anybody that is
Climbed a
their
mountain and I
father
turned
is
around.
And my dad's not a
And I
never
saw
criminal, he's
my
never
reflection
nothing.
in
He's a good, half person.
snow-covered
So
hills till
say all you want about my
landslide
parents. Go
brought
ahead.
it down.
You know, you're a piece of shit. God, you made me say it. I don't like Lala, but she was right, and you proved me wrong. So, hey, thanks. I'm gonna tell all of you people, Lana, I didn't lose a friend, you did. And you could take that to the bank.
Well, I prepared a letter that I would like to read to Jamie. Well, dear Jamie, I am sorry your feelings were hurt by a meme that I posted the other day. When I saw how you were spinning the post, I removed it because I didn't want the mischaracterization to continue. I believe I needed to address your gross mischaracterization of me with your video that you posted to a public YouTube channel during a litigation that is in an appeal phase that you now are part of and labeled as a witness for the petitioner. Jamie, it took a whole day for me to get the courage to listen to it and to watch it. And I say courage because I think a lot of people in life, it's like if you know you didn't study for a test, the last thing you want to do is be sitting in your chair when your teacher is reading off your names to come get your paper because you know what's going to be on it, you know. But I never in a million thousand years expected to hear this. I'll always care for you, Jamie. I'll always pray for you, and what little time you may or may not have, or as much time as you may have, I want it to be nothing but great memories with whoever you choose as friends to hang out with and to embrace, you know, life and enjoy the state that you love. So, I hear the anger in your voice. anger comes from. I've never witnessed that out of you in all the time that I've known you. You were a very good friend to me. I think I reciprocated by buying every dinner that we had when we went out because you let me stay at your house. Nothing is true what you said. Don't know why you said it, but none of that's true. I've never met your husband. And your friend Ronnie, it was in a car ride when you picked me up from the airport. That was the extent of me being around that man. March 1st, 2022. This is from my email. Your Honor, this is signed Jamie A. Your Honor, I was in your courtroom and present for the PPO hearing that was supposed to commence on January 27th, 2022. I was the woman who was emphatically shaking her head when it was stated that you were informed of a rumor that Lana was going to record the court proceeding. I am a friend of Lana's, and I came with her for support. At no time was anything mentioned about recording the court proceeding. I picked Lana up from the airport, and we were together the entire time. I am always happy to see my friend, but she still had no plans to come here. The fact that it creates a hardship with her parenting time and her son is still quite young makes it highly unlikely that she had any intentions of coming to Colorado to visit the petitioner. Coming here for this interrupted her duties for her nonprofit, where she has no one to take over those responsibilities while she is gone. I am aware that it is not legal to film court proceedings without the judge's approval. I am able to look at this with an unbiased view, and I have seen the back and forth that has transpired. This sincerely appears to be a way to circumvent the judicial process and achieve the quickest outcome possible, as well as the most cost-effective way to achieve relief, because the petitioner didn't like what was being said about the situation with the person that she referred to as quote-unquote her friend in her application. This has negatively impacted Lana's life and caused her financial harm. In the days prior to this hearing, on February 18, 2022, it was explicitly stated by people who Miss Walsh has referred to as her friends. These friends were publicly stating via YouTube videos that Lana was going to get arrested as soon as her plane landed. Specifically, this was stated publicly by Miss Walsh's business partner, fiance, good friend, who also goes by the name of James Angelo and Father Snuffles. I believe that he does have other aliases. Another person who goes by the name of Aunt Lala makes several videos about Lana on a daily basis and has devoted an entire channel to talking about it daily. She's devoted this channel to talking about Lana and making fun of Lana in the most juvenile ways, and it can go on for up for 8 hours a day. It's most fabricated with malice. This Aunt Lala person is the one that said that she, Aunt Lala, would be recording the proceedings. She stated that she would be reporting live from the courthouse in Bloomsfield. She had a photo of the outside courthouse in Broomfield. I am enclosing some screenshots of this video to verify my claims. When the matter had been concluded and Lana was speaking to the petitioner's attorney, I did overhear her say to Miss Oriani that Miss Walsh wasn't actually afraid for her life. She claimed that it was not a requirement for a civil restraining order. I was shocked, as I was not aware that the requirements no longer required the person to be in fear for their life and they feel that they are in imminent danger. I was never able to find anything that said that it is no longer a requirement, but I am not a lawyer. I do have 2 decades worth of experience in law enforcement, however. I believe that Miss Walsh did not retain an attorney until the late afternoon of the day before the hearing, as she was banking on the threats and intimidation workings, and it was being ushered throughout the YouTube community by Father Snuffles, aka James Angelo, and Aunt Lala, and other trolls. These friends of the petitioner tried to intimidate Lana to try to get a judgment in the petitioner's favor. Thus, the reason that I was shaking my head. We were a half hour early for the hearing, and I went to the bathroom as soon as we got there. When I came out, I saw a woman on the couch, and then I saw Lana on the other couch. As soon as I sat down, the woman who was sitting on the couch jumped up and hurriedly entered the courtroom. Shortly thereafter is when the deputy came out and told us that we could not have any devices in the courtroom. We proceeded back down the stairs, where Lana emptied out everything, as well as myself. It appears to me that Miss Walsh's attorney was the one who went and told the court about this quote-unquote rumor, and I hope that she did not claim to have heard anyone saying anything about recording the court proceeding when we were in the hallway with her, because that is false. I am also concerned about the unethical behavior of the petitioner's attorney. If she stated that she overheard something that was said about recording while in the courtroom, that is false and completely fabricated. I went to my car to get a notebook and a pen, and this woman followed me. I am not a party to this case, and I am not a criminal, and I had never seen this woman before in my life. Considering all these threats that were being made against Lana, I did not feel comfortable letting her go there by herself. I am battling cancer, and I have no way and no idea why this person felt that she needed to escort me. The other point that I would like to address, and I don't understand why Miss Walsh stated in her application for the TRO that she was afraid for her life. I then overheard her attorney telling Lana that the petitioner was in fact not afraid for her life. And she was also not afraid that she was in imminent danger. Obviously, she was hoping that Lana would be intimidated by the threats of being arrested and would not show up, therefore allowing Miss Walsh to get a judgment in her favor without having to go through the expense and time that it would take to file a defamation lawsuit. She would also obtain a very expedited conclusion. Miss Walsh was conveniently able to conceal her address, which has precluded Lana from being able to serve subpoenas on the parties that Miss Walsh has identified in her application. Miss Walsh's attorney filed the motion to quash before the subpoena was served, and she said the minor child was uninvolved in the case. However, this is incorrect, as Miss Walsh stated in her application that her daughter was shown a picture of Lana and is now afraid to answer the door. I believe that this never happened and is another tactic that Miss Walsh is employing to maintain an upper hand and would preclude Lana from obtaining this information that is needed for her to defend herself. What parent would purposely scare their child when it was admitted to by Miss Walsh's attorney that she is not afraid for her life? If she isn't afraid, why would she make her daughter afraid? I also believe that Miss Walsh is afraid that her husband will find out through the testimony about Mrs. Walsh's relationships with people on the internet that would probably not be very happy about and are not appropriate for a married woman to engage in. He may not be aware that Father Snuffles is saying that he is Miss Walsh's fiancé, while she says that he is her husband's business manager. Furthermore, this lawyer never contacted Lana to discuss modifications of the subpoena or if it could be agreed upon to just drop it if the information could be obtained another way. Although it is not required, most attorneys will communicate with other parties to show good faith. This attorney has taken advantage of the fact that Lana is representing herself. This is the second time that she makes a statement that is in direct conflict with Ms. Walsh's sworn statement. At that time, I was unaware that only mine and Lana's devices were taken, and that was because of an alleged rumor, but the device restriction did not apply to Ms. Walsh or her attorney. Ms. Walsh has a channel of her own, and her channel is bigger than Lana's, so what would stop her from recording? She has people who are publicly threatening Lana and are knowingly making false statements on Ms. Walsh's behalf. I felt compelled to write this letter, as I would hate to see anyone achieve success by manipulating the judicial system through deception to achieve their goals. My hope is that by this letter, you may be able to look at this case and consider that the things that are happening have a lot to do with the petitioner and what she does behind the scenes. Also, some things are being presented in a deliberately untruthful manner. I am part of a pioneer family in Colorado. The Justice Center in Southern Colorado, where I am from, is named after a family member. Several of my family members have served the state within various law enforcement agencies, as well as holding political offices in Colorado. I have personally worked for law enforcement and have given 2 decades of service to my community in this state. I am currently blah, 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 blah. It was very disheartening to be treated in such a manner as if I was guilty of something that I wasn't even aware that I was being accused of. Aunt Lala, proud of herself and what she was able to accomplish. She and Father Snuffles are professional internet trolls, and Aunt Lala is enormously proud of everything that she is doing, and she has made a complete mockery of this case, this court, and the judicial process in general. This is a supposed friend of Miss Walsh. She has made videos about how she is going to be present at this proceeding and will be protesting. She also stated that it is a vacation that Lana is sponsoring, and they have joked about the financial hardship that Miss Walsh has created for Lana, who is a single parent. Miss Walsh's lawyer is commenting in pleadings about Lana's fundraiser to help defray for her costs, and that is very unprofessional. Miss Walsh just does not want anyone to say anything about her that she doesn't like, and she has persuaded the court that she was afraid for her life and that she was in imminent danger from Lana. As a survivor of domestic violence, I think this is a slap in the face for all victims of domestic violence. I feel that I am honestly giving you my unbiased observations, as I have nothing against Miss Walsh. I have never personally had any interactions with her, nor did I know about her channel or her prior to December of 2021. I even supported Miss Walsh when she had another creator make a video about a different creator that Miss Walsh also has pending litigation with. This creator allegedly divulged very personal information about Miss Walsh and charged people to hear it. Miss Walsh was understandably upset and very angry about what this person did. Miss Walsh and this creator are presently suing each other. I don't know how much litigation that Miss Walsh has pending, but I know that she is currently in 2 different cases. March 1st, 2022, March 1st, the letter that she intended to give to the magistrate. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. I received a text message from Jamie saying that just a bunch of whacked shit about that Sarah filed domestic violence against me and had a domestic violence advocate, and that, you know, blah, 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 blah. And that the different venues that we visited on that Tuesday, there's proof of this. And all this wild shit. She said that an unknown number was the caller. There was no private. It was a private call, so there's no number. I said, okay, well, do you have a name? What police department? How would there be an advocate immediately like that, like on the jump? Like, you really want me to believe this shit? And you don't have a name, a number, nothing. All these people, all they were concerned about, and all they will continue to be concerned about, is phones. The phones. People saying that I stole a phone. No, actually, at my house, I have multiple belongings of Miss King, who has a history of leaving stuff at people's places and hotels, just up and leaves. There's clothes here. There's a cell phone here. These are not being held hostage. Miss King left, and her stuff is here. Notice how nobody cared about any of the other belongings. They just cared about a phone. Why did you guys care about a phone so bad? What's in that phone? I don't have the passcode. I haven't gotten it in the phone. I don't need to get it in the phone. Because on the other end of everything that she sent out, there's a recipient. There's phone records. I didn't steal anybody's phone. I never said anybody kidnapped me. Again, Jamie, I love you, girl, and I'll always be praying for you, and I'll always want the best for you. But I have no idea what you're talking about as far as at the beginning of your 8-minute rant about seeing red, basically. About turning anything on you and Sarah. I have no idea what that even means. You and Sarah are not parties in this litigation. So I have no idea what you've been told. But I can promise you, So, I got something for you. I got something for you guys to smoke your fucking weed in and be crazy with, and here you go. Let's see.
Because I have read what people have said and I've never answered it, and I stayed true to you. And every time the pattern looks the same, but I go, yeah, you know what, God, this ain't the way it is. And then I take a deep breath, and you've heard me on the phone say that to you. And I've leaned understanding to God, and you see I've written that, which I can now no longer go back to because you deleted them all, which is fine. And that showed me something right there. Why would you delete text messages between us?
Oh, you can get them from your phone company. It's fine.
I'm not going to do that to you.
Yeah, I want you to. That's the whole point. I want you to get them. I have nothing to hide.
I don't either.
I don't want
That's why I
screenshots
didn't
going
delete
out.
them. I would never send screenshots.
Why did you tell me that you've been talking to this Heather girl when you've been actually talking to Jamie? You've been
I
lying.
have been talking to Heather. Heather is the one that taught me how to love.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Like you guys like fell in love and like had sex and stuff? Like I don't know what
We
that
never
means.
fell in love. She's been my friend since '95, since Ryan got killed. Since someone got killed.
You kept saying to me, Lana, you just told me that you don't trust me, and then I just showed you how you've been lying to me.
Just this time.
No, you've
Because
been
I
lying
didn't-
to me before.
No, I
caught you guys.
haven't. But yes, I did when you said, who are you talking to just then? Because I didn't want you.
And then
because
earlier when
Jamie's
you were on
mad
my
at you.
couch. So before you said that I don't
No,
want
I
you to be
was
mad at
talking to
Jamie.
Heather makes me laugh.
You said I don't
Heather
want
makes me love
You said
life.
I don't want you to be mad at Jamie.
That's right. I don't want you to be mad at
And then
Jamie.
you're like, no, but Heather's, or then you said that, but Jamie's mad at you. What are you talking about, mad at me?
I don't want Jamie. I don't want you. I don't ever want to come.
Listen,
this is
you're-
like your mom said to me.
you're-
Oh, you can call me anytime you want. I would never, ever, ever
No, just to talk.
go behind the scenes on you. If we
buy
can't talk
behind,
about
there's
stuff,
nothing to go behind the scenes on. If
I'd
you need
never
to
do
come
that.
with them with something that you like,
I'd never do that to you.
you,
Any problem I had, I'd want to come to you. If I couldn't come to you,
Sarah.
why would I go to them? They're the ones that made me believe in you and trust in you. Boston did. Why would I turn around then
How
and go,
have I?
you want to read what Boston writes? Unless you want to
I don't
delete
want to
them.
read anything.
You can delete them. I don't care.
This is not what this is about.
Why would you delete my taxes? This sounds crazy? Go ahead. Because I've had way too much to drink and a shot of tequila. I mean, that's all I had. That's all I had. And I believed in those words. And now I got nothing.
They're all on our phone records. You have everything. They can print them all out for you.
What am I going to do? Print them out and sit and look at them and go, yep, that's what she said about me. Yep, that's how she said she felt. I'm not going to do that shit. That's psychotic. I'm not gonna
How
do
I
that.
felt? What do you mean how I felt? Like, Sarah, you're my friend. Like, what do you mean? I'm sitting here
obviously,
trying
I
to.
can just
I'm
sit
sitting
here
here
and
the whole
believe that
time
now.
since we got back from Denver, saying, and while we were even in Denver, I'm like, wait, why would they even allege that we served a subpoena that was never served, like that we never had? Oh, wait, should I continue on? Do you guys want to hear more? The next person that super chats, I can continue playing. We got 16 minutes here to play, so we're down to 2 minutes that I've started. So here we go. Saddle up. But you're going to have to pay for it. Because at least, like, I give up good information, unlike KK. Who's going to be our next super chatter sticker gets their question answered and highlighted? So who gets our super sticker highlighted, answered? Boom, boom, boom. You guys just sit here when she says about feelings, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, and I correct her. So that's number one. Again, this is, I wish to hear further. I mean, right? So, I wish to hear. We broke. I wish to hear further. Boston, yeah. Here you go.
Now no longer go back to because you deleted them all, which is fine. And that showed me something right there. Why would you delete text messages between us?
Oh, you can get them from your phone company. It's fine.
I'm not going to do that to you.
Yeah, I want you to. That's the whole point. I want you to get them. I have nothing to hide.
I don't either.
I don't want
That's why I
screenshots
didn't
going
delete
out.
them. I would never send screenshots.
Why did you tell me that you've been talking to this Heather girl when you've been actually talking to Jamie? You've been
I
lying.
have been talking to Heather. Heather is the one that taught me how to love.
What does that
After
mean? I
fact-
don't even know what that means. Like you guys like fell in love and like had sex and stuff? Like I don't know what
We
that
never
means.
fell in love. She's been my friend since '95, since Ryan got killed. Since someone got killed.
You kept saying to me, Lana, you just told me that you don't trust me, and then I just showed you how you've been lying to me.
Just this time.
No, you've been lying to me before. I called you guys.
haven't. But yes, I did when you said, who are you talking to, just then. Because I didn't want you...
And then earlier
Jamie's
when you were
mad
on my
at you.
couch. So before you said that I don't
No,
want you to be mad at
was talking to
Jamie.
Heather makes me laugh.
You said I don't
Heather
want
makes me love
You said
life.
I don't want you to be mad at Jamie.
That's right. I don't want you to be mad at
And
Jamie.
then you're like, no, but Heather's, or then you said that, but Jamie's mad at you. What are you talking about, mad at me?
I don't want Jamie. I don't want you. I don't ever want to come.
Listen,
this is like your mom said to me. Oh, you can call me anytime you want. I would never, ever, ever
No, just to talk.
go behind the scenes on you. If we
buy
can't talk
behind,
about
there's
stuff,
nothing to go behind the scenes on. If
I'd
you need
never
to
do
come
that.
with them with something that you like,
I'd never do that to you.
you.
Any problem I had, I'd want to come to you. If I couldn't come to you,
Sarah.
why would I go to them? They're the ones that made me believe in you and trust in you. Boston did. Why would I turn around then
How
and go?
have I?
You want to read Boston Eyes? Unless you want to
I don't
delete
want to
them.
read anything.
You can delete them. I don't care.
This is not what this is about.
Why would you delete my texts? This sounds crazy? Go ahead. Because I've had way too much to drink and a shot of tequila. I mean, that's all I had. That's all I had. And I believed in those words. And now I got nothing.
They're all on our phone records. You have everything. They can print them all out for you.
What am I going to do? Print them out and sit and look at them and go, yep, that's what she said about me. Yep, that's how she said she felt. I'm not going to do that shit. That's psychotic.
How I felt? What do you mean how I felt? Like, Sarah, you're my friend. Like, what do you mean? I'm sitting here trying to. I'm sitting here the whole time since we got back from Denver saying, and while we were even in Denver, I'm like, wait, why would they even allege that we served a subpoena that was never served, like that we never had? And remember how you kept on telling me she was digging through her car, she couldn't find anything because you weren't supposed to go over there and serve papers or whatever?
Yes. That's the truth. She was going over there to see if Sean Walsh lived there. That's what she was doing, Lana. I can't lie about this.
I'm not asking you to lie. That's the truth. I'm saying I didn't send. My question was, did I send you there?
No.
That's all I asked you on the stand. And then I have nothing more to ask because you weren't there for the other testimony. And the other testimony
I don't know
was
what she said to them.
the other testimony was that I sent you there to harass, stalk, and do all this shit. That's why I asked one question.
You didn't send me there to do that.
I didn't even send Jamie there.
No, Jamie went on a mission. You told me that.
That's what she said. She said she was going on a mission. You should actually hear me walking around the house. I mean, if Jamie has like any like surveillance there, I am like literally like, Sarah, where?
I know.
Like I'm like walking around the house trying to find you, and then that's when I text you. I said, hey, where are you? Because your car was there. That's why I was like, she didn't
I
leave.
didn't want to stay because I was afraid you were going to drag me on alive again and ask about crafting, like you did to me at Cheesecake Factory.
I know I didn't ask you about Kraft and Cheesecake Factory.
Go back and read it.
I'll go back and listen to it.
Yeah, please do.
Because I would never put you on the spot like that. Sorry,
Okay.
Sarah.
No, I got through it. I was fine.
Sarah, we were probably live for like 37 minutes.
I know. I got through it. That's what I said. You get through stuff like that when you care about people.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back and listen to that live. I'm going to go back and listen, and I want to hear it out. I am.
Okay, if you feel like you want to, you can. But I got through it, and I realized it was no big deal. And just get over it, Sarah. So I did.
But then you said like you left because you thought that I was going to put you on a live.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you. I was sitting in front of it. I was doing the Watts case.
I know, but you said, if you listen to it, at the end of that live, you said, we'll be back later for part 2. And you asked me about his family.
Whose family?
Crafton's.
I didn't ask you about his family.
Go back and listen to it, baby. Go back and listen to it.
Like, did I ask about your relationship? Do you have a good relationship with them like that?
I told you that I want to talk about them because they were good people.
Yeah, so like...
But you did ask about his family. And I just felt like it.
I mean, asking about them, but I
But I
probably
got
said,
through
do you
it.
still talk to his family is probably how I
I
asked
don't
that.
remember, honey. I listened to it, but I mean, I'm not running you down for
Okay,
it.
but guess what? This is we're not talking
And I
about this right
stood
now.
by
None
you
of that
through-
stuff. We're not talking about any of that stuff right now. What we're talking about is you and Jamie.
I feel so sorry for
I
her.
have no idea how much you guys are talking, but I knew that it was a lot.
I feel sorry
And
for
you guys are undermining everything I do. You told me one day that Jamie couldn't believe it. Why are you having Canadian Mama do all of this
Yep,
stuff?
that was the truth. I wasn't undermining you. She told me that.
Why would I am having Canadian Mama do everything because she's unavailable? Because you want to know what? I want to show you this. All these texts when I was
Why
when
would I
I
lie to
sent
you?
her
She told me that.
when I sent her the papers
I'm not
to
gonna
go
cry.
get these, go get the here, go down to the clerk and get the stamped and go serve Sean Walsh because that's what you told me that you can do.
And she didn't do it. She said she couldn't find you, according to what she told me.
I didn't even hear back from her. And then I said, hey, are you able to do this? I have all the correspondence. Jamie's was never available. And that's the thing is I was like, and you think I'm going to hit her up and be like, Jamie, where the fuck are you? No, I know that she's battling cancer.
Maybe that's why my heart reaches out to her. I don't know. But it's not.
You know what
it's
you
not
said
to throw
to me?
you underneath
You know what
the
you
bus.
said to me? No, I know that. But you know what you said to me? Is that you said, Lana, did you know that like how much weed you guys she all smoked and like
I said that to her. You hit on your pipe way too much, Jamie.
and I'm like, what do you no, I have no idea because I wasn't there. I wasn't with you.
It's a prescription drug.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I know, but I told her.
It matters about remembering shit.
See, you don't believe what I remember.
No, I said whatever your testimony is your testimony.
You did not send me to the house, but I told everything the truth, and it's going to stay the same. It's never going to change.
It should say the same because it's the truth. And all I cared about is what they were saying, which was, did I send you there? And the answer was what? Did I tell you to go there, Sarah? Get the fuck up. No, I did not. Did I?
No.
So this is what I don't get. If Jamie is all about the law and she knows the law and she knows that I was up against a TPO, okay, and that my
Why did she
friends,
go there?
why would my friends go there?
She told me that we were going there. I mean, we could get on three-way, and I would defend you if she said different. She told me we were going there because she had not been able to find Sean Walsh. She was told he lived in an apartment somewhere.
I told
And
her that
there's
because
the-
that's what the lawyers told me.
That's what she told me.
The
too.
lawyers told me
Yep.
when I said, I was like, listen, this has nothing to do with Vanessa. In fact, I said, her little boyfriend's running around being a... All right, guys, we're halfway home. If you guys want to hear the rest of it, it's going to cost you. The next super chat gets their name highlighted and the buttons continued. Does this sound like a hostile environment? Are we having a hostile environment right now? Does this sound like that either person is against their will or anything like that? Boston, does she not? I mean, the moment that I didn't pursue to, I guess, I don't know, take down Crafton or whatever the plan was, Maple, she's like, hell yeah, I had someone's back up on this bee. Least hostile environment I've ever heard of. Yeah. So all those police reports that you guys filed, bullshit, giving me stress. I pop and get an abscess because of this. This is just ridiculous that I have to deal with this. But you know what? Yeah, Lana does know a lot. Lana is good. Lana's a prick. You're fucking right. Goddamn right I am. I got my little fucking boy to think about. I fucking put him first, which means home team. Let's see, where was we? And that's the thing is, I was like, and you think
They were good people.
that's when I texted you. I said, hey, where are you? Really like, I have nothing more to ask because you weren't there for the other testimony. And the other testimony
I don't
was...
know what she said to them.
The other testimony was that I sent you there to harass, stalk, and do all this shit. That's why I asked one
You
question.
didn't send me there to do that.
I didn't even send Jamie there.
No, Jamie went on a mission. You told me that.
That's what she said. She said she was going on a mission. You should actually hear me walking around the house. I mean, if Jamie has like any like surveillance there, I am like literally like, Sarah, where?
I know.
Like I'm like walking around the house trying to find you, and then that's when I texted you. I said, hey, where are you? Because your car was there. That's why I was like, she didn't
I
leave.
didn't want to stay because I was afraid you were going to drag me out alive again and ask about Kraft, like you did to me at Cheesecake Factory.
I know I didn't ask you about Kraft and Cheesecake Factory.
Go back and read it.
I'll go back and listen to that live. I'm scared.
Yep, that was the truth. I wasn't undermining you. She told me that.
Why would I have maybe? That's what you told me that you can do.
And she didn't do it. She said she couldn't find you, according to what she told me.
I didn't even hear back from her. And then I said, hey, are you able to do this? I have all the correspondence. Jamie's was never available. And that's the thing is I was like, and you think I'm going to hit her up and be like, Jamie, where the fuck are you? No, I know that she's battling cancer.
Maybe that's why my heart reaches out to her. I don't know. But it's not.
You know what she said to me?
You
know what she said to me? No, I know that. But you know what she said to me is that you said, Lana, did you know that like how much weed she all smoked and like?
I said that to her. You hit on your pipe way too much, Jamie.
And I'm like, what do you? No, I have no idea because I wasn't there. I wasn't with you.
It's a prescription drug.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I know, but I told her.
It matters about remembering shit.
See, you don't believe what I remember.
No, I said whatever your testimony is your testimony.
You did not send me to the house, but I told everything the truth, and it's going to stay the same. It's never going to change.
It should stay the same because it's the truth. And all I cared about is what they were saying, which was, did I send you there? And the answer was what? Did I tell you to go there, Sarah? Get the fuck up. No, I did not. Did I?
No.
So this is what I don't get. If Jamie is all about the law and she knows the law and she knows that I was up against a TPO, okay, and that my friends, why would my friends go there?
She told me that we were going there. I mean, we could get on freeway, and I would defend you if she said different. She told me we were going there because she had not been able to find Sean Walsh. She was told he lived in an apartment somewhere.
I told her that because that's what the lawyers told me.
That's what she told me.
The lawyers told me when I said, I was like, listen, this has nothing to do with Vanessa, in fact. I said, her little boyfriend's running around being a little prick. And I said, you're barking up the wrong tree here. It's all going to come out. You know what I mean? And she's like, no. She's like, no. My client is going through a separation. They are separated. And then same thing with Vanessa said. Vanessa said, we've been separated for a while. So why would I think that Sean Walsh lives at the Walsh residence?
And that's what Jamie told me we were going there to see, is if he lived there. And I said, this is not when we left. She just said, do you want to, she told me, she did not tell me where we were going. She said, do you want to ride along? When we get in the car, I know, all you guys think it's crazy. I did say it. I said, yeah, I wonder what kind of house this person lives in. So we get there, and she said that he does. And then when she saw him open the garage door, how did she even know that was him? I don't know. How did any of us know?
Remember she was talking about his truck? And I'm like, Jamie, how would you know that that's his truck?
I don't know, but there was snow all over the vehicles.
Yeah, she was talking about, but I said, I was like, because I said, oh, there's a truck right here. What's going on?
And that may not even been him that opened the garage door. None of us ever even know who opened the garage door. It was a man. That's all I know.
It wasn't like a kid. It was like a 20-year-old?
No, it was like a man. Like a fucking grown man, and he stood there and stared at us. And Jamie said something about, he does live there. God damn it. She said, I've been trying to deliver this subpoena, something like that. And I told you what I said to her, and it is the truth.
You said, I'll serve it.
Yeah, I did.
And guess what? There was nothing wrong with serving the papers. You're allowed to serve the papers, and all that's why they asked you.
You told us what most of the day, had I not done that, you wouldn't be in any of this trouble.
No, what I said was, I don't know why you guys, like, where were the things, what do you mean we're going to Vanessa's the night before? It was like that was like, where's like that type of logical conversation
she
that
said
happened?
She literally wanted to see if he was there. And when we pulled around, we could see there was snow on all the vehicles and that nothing had been moved. And then we saw somebody standing up in the window. We couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, but it was true. And then when we pulled around, somebody opened the garage door. And that's when she said, that's him. And I said, she said, we've never been able to get her. And then she couldn't find him in the vehicle. And she was digging through the vehicle looking for them.
And that's when you guys came back and told me the story. I was like, well, did you guys get pictures of him standing there?
No.
Did you guys yell out to him, say, Mr. Walsh, Mr. Walsh?
I didn't know what I was doing, Lynn. I've never done that before.
No, but I'm just talking about, like, if you said, like, here, I'll serve the papers. If he's standing right there, hey, Mr. Walsh, you want to serve the papers?
She was digging through the back of her vehicle. And I didn't know, and I sat in the front seat on the passenger side until she found him. And then she came around. I went up to the door. I knocked on the door.
I guess then my question is if you're going to find out if he lived there or not, then what was going to happen then, just to mark down that he lived there? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't understand
Well,
that.
that's where it gets...
I don't understand any of
That's where it gets
that.
bad on me.
No, no, it doesn't. I'm saying, what was Jamie's plan? And Jamie's the only person that can answer
I
this.
don't think
Why
she
would you
planned
drive
on
45 fucking minutes to go see if somebody lived there? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think she planned on delivering the paper until I said
It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to say, once you saw that he would live there, like, why were you going to go there and see if he lived there? All I would have had to do is question her in her cross-examination of who lives at the house with you.
I just got caught as collateral damage.
To get my question there, why the fuck did you go there? What the fuck is going on? You don't go somewhere to fucking see if somebody lives there. What the fuck?
That's what you told me. And that's it didn't fucking matter.
I know, but I told her...
It matters about remembering shit. Friends go there.
She told me that we were going there. I mean, we could get on freeway, and I would... If you live there, and I said, this is not when we left. She just said, do you want to... She told me, she did not tell me where we were going.
And I said, you're barking up the wrong tree here. It's all gonna lives at the Walsh residence.
And that's what Jamie told me we were going there to see, if you live there. And I said, this is not when we left. She just said, do you want to... She told me, she did not tell me where we were going. She said, do you want to ride along? When we get in the car, I know, all you guys think it's crazy. I did say it. I said, yeah, I wonder what kind of house this person lives in. So we get there, and she said that he does. And then when she saw him open the garage door, how did she even know that was him? I don't know. How did any of us know?
Remember she was talking about his truck? And I'm like, Jamie, how would you know that that's his truck?
I don't know, but there was snow all over the vehicles.
Yeah, she was talking about, but I said, I was like, because I said, oh, there's a truck right here. What's going on?
And that may not even been him that opened the garage door. None of us ever even know who opened the garage door. It was a man. That's all I know.
It wasn't like a kid. It was like a 20-year-old?
No, it was like a man. It was like a fucking grown man, and he stood there and stared at us.
I want to give a shout out to my PayPal. I see you rocking it.
God damn it. She said, I've been trying to deliver this subpoena, something like that. And I told you what I said to her, and it is the truth.
You said I'll serve it.
Yeah, I did.
And guess what? There's nothing wrong with serving the papers.
I just saw that.
You're allowed to serve the papers, and all that's why they asked you.
You told Boston today, had I not done that, you wouldn't be in any of this trouble.
No, what I said was, I don't know why you guys, like, where were the things, what do you mean we're going to Vanessa's the night before? It was like that was like, where's like that type of logical conversation
She
that
said
happened?
she literally wanted to see if he was there. And when we pulled around, we could see there was snow on all the vehicles and that nothing had been moved. And then we saw somebody standing up in the window. We couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, but it was true. And then when we pulled around, somebody opened the garage door. And that's when she said, that's him. And I said, she said, we've never been able to get her. And then she couldn't find him in the vehicle. And she was digging through the vehicle looking for them.
And that's when you guys came back and told me the story. I was like, well, did you guys get pictures of him standing there?
No.
Did you guys yell out to him, say, Mr. Walsh, Mr. Walsh?
I didn't know what I was doing, Lynn. I've never done that before.
No, but
but I'm just talking about, like, if you said, like, here, I'll serve the papers. If he's standing right there, hey, Mr. Walsh, you want to serve papers?
My hand, she was digging through the back of her vehicle. And I didn't know, and I sat in the front seat on the passenger side until she found him. And then she came around. I went up to the door. I knocked on the door.
I guess then my question is if you're going to find out if he lived there or not, then what was going to happen then, just to mark down that he lived there? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't understand
Well,
that.
that's where it gets...
I don't understand any of
That's
that.
bad on me.
No, no, it doesn't. I'm saying, what was Jamie's plan? And Jamie's the only person that can answer
I
this.
don't think
Why would you
Jamie
drive
planned on
45 fucking minutes to go see if somebody lived there? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think she planned on delivering the paper until I said I was.
It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to say, once you saw that he would live there, like, why were you going to go there and see if he lived there? All I would have had to do was question her in her cross-examination of who lives at the house with you.
I just got caught as collateral damage, and I'll take it. I'll take it, as long as everybody believes that I'm telling the truth, because I am. And if I'm fucking collateral damage, I'm fucking
What are you talking about, collateral damage? You didn't do anything wrong. You were allowed to serve him. Did you not understand this?
Not according to what everybody said. I even tried to file it. I stood in line, and when I got up there, they told me I was too late, that it was too late to file it.
But that doesn't make you wrong. That's a discretion. So you said, that's fine, we're going to go ahead and try to get it in court. Okay?
I handed it to
you. So you handed it to me, and that's when the judge made their, like, wouldn't even, like, listen to what the fuck I had to say, so that's fine. But the point is that, no,
How did they call us as pop-up witnesses and throw us out of that
because of the
courtroom?
lawyer, her attorneys wanted you guys as witnesses to saying that you drove there, and she wanted to know under what circumstances.
Unfortunately, it does come out that way. It looks like that she was stalking him. And it is true, she wanted to see if he lived there. I was riding along, and his laugh, I know you think I heard your crazy laugh, a funny laugh, I mean, one I've always loved. But
because I was like, what do you mean you want to know what house? Who gives a fuck what house?
It was the truth, that's what I said. I mean, it may sound crazy. I mean, people think I live in some big fucking mansion, and I don't. You know? I mean, so it's a ditzy person in me, I don't know. That's what I said.
And what they asked her on the stand is, well, Miss Aveda, since you know how to serve, like, how are you supposed to serve? Like, how many hours out?
I'm not going to cry.
And they said, and, you know, it's like, well, out of courtesy, you're supposed to give the 48 hours. Out of courtesy, but that doesn't mean
I didn't even know that. Go ahead. But she didn't do that, obviously. We served them 24.
Listen, I knew that we were past the 48, okay? And I said, I should probably still serve him just to, you know, just for procedure. I've had these since February 18th. I was like, and I wasn't trying to harp on Jamie to be like, well, Jamie, why the fuck haven't you served him these papers?
I really don't think she went there to serve papers. In my heart, I don't think she did.
wanted them served. You're not listening to me.
I know, but I don't think
so then why did she go there?
To see if he was
okay,
there.
and then do what with the information?
I don't know.
And guess what she wanted to do? She came back and wanted to do what? She came back and wanted to go live with fucking Grim Truther and say that, but no one's divorced.
See why I'm collateral damage? I don't even know.
No, do you see what she was doing? This was all about fucking online Grim Truther shit.
No, I didn't.
What do you
see
mean?
that at the time?
At the time, I didn't know that either.
That's why I'm collateral damage.
What did she do when she came home?
She said she was
What the fuck did she do when she got home?
I remember. Because I was upset about it too.
I said, wait, what are you doing right now? And she's like, I'm gonna comment about the fact that, because they're all talking about that they're divorced and stuff like that, and there's no divorce.
Right.
I said, what do you mean? Who gives a, what are you talking? You're not making any sense. And it was like to prove to Grim Truther.
I remember that.
And to Snuffles that Sean Walsh is there and there's PDA.
I remember that.
And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now.
I do remember that. Because I was upset about it too, and I said, Jamie, why are you talking to Grim? Because I've never even talked to these people. I don't even know who they are. All I know is, I don't even know her. She's got a channel. I don't even know what's going on with it. I don't even know if it's a woman or a man. You're right, I'm not.
The Life of Lana. Okay. All right. So, trolls, listen up. Listen up. You know that Armageddon you were talking about? Where's it at? Where's the Armageddon at? Where is the Armageddon at? Because what I see right now happening is y'all fucking try to set me the fuck up. That's what I see. Explain it to me. The cheese stands alone. Hi-ho the fucking Dario. It's interesting.
To my love, took it down. Climbed a mountain.
What was the plan? To fuck me over the whole time? I don't know what the plan was, but
To my love, took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing.
after Vanessa took the stand, we had a break. I'm sorry. After all of them took the stand, I think. I can't even remember. But there came a point when I said to myself, do I tear them apart on the stand? And I couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't do it to Jamie. Go listen to my questions. Go listen to my voice. I just stuck to the facts of what I asked her to do, which was serve a subpoena on February 18th. And I want you guys to see something I made. Unlike what people think, I actually do stuff. I think you guys will enjoy it. I think it'll start making more sense. Let's see. Cancel that. Share a video file. Okay, I think this is the 110 minutes. Oh, this one.
Okay. How do you know Father Snuffles?
I've known him for 10 years.
Okay.
He's not a watch troll. I'm on my life. He's not a watch troll. I'm the one who told him about the Watts case.
I'm not saying he's a Watts troll. That's not, no. I'm not saying he's a Watts troll. Okay?
No, I brought him on to help for 2 reasons. I brought him on to help me, with business stuff, which turned out to not work. And then I brought him on to help me sort out who my leaks were, who my trolls were.
Okay, well,
because I had to create in my own camp.
Vanessa, he can't be doing things associated with you, okay, like, calling up Dateline or messaging with Dateline and trying to get J for Justice's shit pulled from Dateline. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Did he actually message Dateline, or did he say he was going to?
He messaged me to give him shit on it. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? I have a lot. Like, why are you messaging me this shit? Or do we have to go and ask Kay? I'm just letting you know that it's...
Yeah, I know. That's why I took his wrench and he left, because there was stuff going on. And I need to have control and I need to know what's going on. And, well, ironically, part of the reason I brought him on is because I knew shit was going on behind my back. And I figured it out. And it doesn't matter if anyone believes me. I have proof, and it will be dealt with how it's going to be dealt with. But I knew I had leaks within my team that were playing all sides. You know, you said something.
And I don't care if you're sitting up or down, it doesn't change the oath, but raise that right hand. Under the penalty of perjury, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, go ahead and have a seat.
Your Honor, may I approach with that on record?
Okay, you may. Now, I'm not going to consider it until it is made relevant.
Understood.
That's how it goes with all evidence. Every single piece of evidence needs to be brought to the court's attention and pass that relevant standard before it's considered. Go ahead.
So, Ms. Walsh, I want to start out talking about something that happened last night. Can you tell me what you were doing last night at around 5 o'clock in the evening?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Preparing stuff for today. And,
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Jimmy, Beta, and Sarah King. And,
I don't care if you're sitting up or down, it doesn't change the oath, but raise that right hand. Under the penalty of perjury, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, go ahead and have a seat.
Or Jamie, Beta, and Sarah King. Friends of Miss Oriani. What did they do? They were driving up and down the street, which is why I noticed them in the first place. Really slowly, like they were looking around, pulled up in front of my home, got out, took pictures of my home, banged on the front door, and left something on my front door. Did you at some point open your door and see what it was? Yes. And what was it? The subpoenas for my husband and my minor daughter. Open your door and see what it was? Yes. And what was it? The subpoenas for my husband and my minor daughter. Open your door and see what it was? Yes. And what was it?
The subpoenas for my husband and my minor daughter.
Did you see the car that the people were driving in?
Yes.
What kind of car was it?
It was a dark blue BMW. It was X5.
And did you see the person driving it?
Yes.
Who was the driver?
Jamie Vega.
And what did you do next?
My was home. She was upset, so I called the police.
And did you at some point log on to the internet?
Yes. Objection, Your Honor. I don't understand the relevancy of what two people that I don't understand the relevancy of this.
Your Honor, I'm laying foundation.
All right. These are foundational questions. I'm going to ask you to maybe speed that up. Ms. Zimmerman, I appreciate this, but I know who Ms. Walsh is that she is the plaintiff, but we're dealing with no foundation so far. Right. Go ahead.
Discretion.
We're dealing with no foundation so far. Right. Go ahead.
When you logged onto the internet, what did you see?
I saw Miss Oriani on a live at Jamie Vega's
Objection,
house.
Your Honor. Speculation, argumentative.
And Miss Vega had stated that she was going on a mission.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation. Argumentative.
So, Ms. Oriani was broadcasting live from Miss Aveda's house.
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
And can you tell me
Speculation.
again what Ms. Aveda said?
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay, this is very important. I want you guys to pay attention for those of you guys that are lawyers, like Lana thinks she is, right? I want you to pay attention to this. It's very, very important. I want you to pay attention to this. Right here. Listen to the question. Listen to the question.
Can you tell me
Speculation.
again what Ms. Aveda said?
Objection, Your Honor.
She says, the lawyer asks, can you tell me what Miss Abeda says? Remember, you guys are all watching the Johnny Depp case. And I say, objection, Your Honor. You know, well, yeah, I'm still on this whole relevance. Like, what the fuck is going on here? But you guys hear, you know, the judge, like, the lawyers, all they have to do is objection. And then, you know, 9 times out of 10, the judge knows what they're objecting about. So check this out. This is amazing.
Relevance.
What's hearsay?
Your Honor, it goes to the impact on Ms. Walsh. Was broadcasting live from Miss Aveda's house.
Yes.
And can you tell me again what Ms. Aveda said?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
What's hearsay?
Your Honor, it goes to the impact on Ms. Walsh.
Still hearsay.
Your Honor, it's not for the truth of the matter asserted. What I believe she said is that she was going on a mission.
Your Honor,
what it relates to is...
Okay, do you see me right there? I try to, like, cut in, and she said, hold on. I cut in because this lawyer is fucking testifying to, is she on the stand? No. Like, what the fuck is going on here? She is, listen to what this lawyer says and does. It is unbelievable. Like, just pay attention, people that are listening.
Ms. Walsh.
Still hearsay.
Your Honor, it's not for the truth of the matter asserted. What I believe she said is that she was going on a mission.
Your Honor,
what it relates to is the fact that she was essentially stating on a live video from her own home that she was going.
Objection, Your Honor. This counsel is testifying for Miss Walsh right now.
So why isn't that truth of the matter asserted?
Because it's not that she was going on a mission. It's that
this is speculation.
Ms. Oriani stated
Objection.
At least people, that's literally what she said, and she was staying at Ms. Aveda's house, and Ms. Aveda was going on an errand.
Facts, not an evidence. Objection.
Ms. Oriani, you're on.
Okay, I'm going to replay it one last time. You need to listen. You need to listen to what she says. She says that Miss Oriani says this. Miss Oriani says this. Miss Oriani has not even taken the stand. Miss Oriani hasn't said anything. There is no video that we all watched and we saw Miss Oriani saying anything, and she's testifying to a fucking drop down screen that has Miss Oriani on this screen that we all watched, and then we're asked questions about it or something like that. No fucking clue what's going on here other than y'all want to talk about the night before the hearing. And if you think that I committed contempt, okay, this is not the place. This isn't the fucking place for that. You want to talk about how people got served? Is that what this is about? Because then we could talk about how I got served. This is just, like, watch this. Watch this. Unreal.
Still hearsay.
Your Honor, it's not for the truth of the matter asserted. What I believe she said is that she was going on a mission. Your Honor, what it relates to is the fact that she was essentially stating on a live video from her own home that she was going.
Objection, Your Honor. This counsel is testifying for Miss Walsh right now.
So why isn't that truth of the matter asserted?
Because it's not that she was going on a mission. It's that
this is speculation.
Objection. At least people, that's literally what she said, and she was staying at Miss Aveda's house, and Miss Aveda was going on an errand.
Facts, not an evidence. Objection.
Ms. Oriani.
Your Honor, I never stated that I did not know these people. I worked to counsel, and
Your Honor, counsel is first of all testifying for Miss Walsh. Counsel is also implying what Miss Aveda's wording means. I think that's for Miss Aveda to testify to. Again, objection due to argumentative speculation, relevance, hearsay.
Oriani stating is that she doesn't know these people. That's literally what she said, and she was staying at Miss Aveda's house, and Miss Aveda was going on an errand for her.
When did I ever talk to them?
Ms. Oriani.
Your Honor, I never stated that I did not know these people.
I never even testified.
Because it's not that she was going on a mission. It's that what Miss Oriani is stating is that she doesn't know these people. That's literally what she said, and she was staying at Miss Aveda's house, and Miss Aveda was going on an errand for her.
When did Miss Oriani testify? When did Miss Oriani say anything?
Ms. Oriani.
Your Honor, I never stated that I did not know these people. I worked to counsel, and I talked in the private room, and it was about not having this hearing because she was going to charge me with contempt, and I felt that she was trying to intimidate me, potential witness in this case.
No, I need an objection to the.
I object to the relevancy of this, and me being on a live stream at somebody's home. I am not in charge of another person, and I had no idea what Ms. Aveda meant.
And that objection is going to be overruled for that reason.
How did what she said, how does that change it from being fucking hearsay? How does it change it? It doesn't change it. But listen, this wasn't to answer. Listen to this. This is unbelievable.
I'm going to admit it, not for whether or not, in fact, Ms. Aveda was the person driving by the home, but solely for the purpose that it associates both people together.
I have no objection to two people being together. I objected to her testifying for the... Did you hear this ruling? This ruling has nothing to do with the question. The question was, she wanted Vanessa to say what Miss Aveda said to Miss Oriani on the live stream. And I objected, well, because it would be hearsay, right? But this was about what I said or didn't say, and what Miss Aveda meant or didn't mean. And she's over, like, no. She's sustained, and, wait, what was it? She didn't even allow her to answer the question. She is just going to say that about two people being in a car together. Wait, that's not even what what is going on here? The objection was that the petitioner is not to answer that question because it's hearsay. But more importantly, what is the relevance in all of this? What's going on here? What are you trying to prove? And she just basically does that job. I think what she's trying to do, the judge trying to do, I think, is this what you're trying to prove? Okay, we're just going to admit it into evidence here that, yeah, I'm going to say that these two people were together. I'm going to accept that testimony. Wait, what? I'm objecting to the lawyer testifying. The lawyer testifying for the fucking witness. And I'm objecting to the fact that this is hearsay. And the rule, how does the ruling change on it? What did the lawyer say that's a fucking senior partner? What did they say to convince you that it wasn't hearsay? I'm fucking dead. Like, what's going on here? And see, like, when you watch this shit on Lala shit, oh my God, Lana, you just totally fucking sucked dick. You're so bad, Lana. Was I? Are you sure about that? Y'all fucking want to run your cocksuckers. That's all you guys do is just run your mouth, man. Stop being such a follower. Like, stop copying the paper of the person next to you and thinking you're going to get somewhere in life. I mean, this video breaks it down for you in a way that she didn't even know what the objection was at the end of the day. And you've never been put on a clock to say, you have 10 more minutes left on your cross-examination. Excuse me? Oh, is it because they took fucking an hour talking about who drove over to Sean Walsh's house? I mean, I can't even. This is just unreal. For Miss Walsh.
Identified as Exhibit 10G.
And her testifying to what Miss Aveda meant or didn't mean, which would be speculation and argumentative. Now this is my closing. In closing, I will leave you guys with this because I'm still editing some stuff and doing some things. You know, when you're a one-man band over here, I do my best. You know, I do my best. And this is going to be my humor part, so saddle up. I did a speed dating between me and Melissa Jade. This is me and Melissa Jade speed dating. Let's see if I did it right. I think I did it right. Oh, this question is for Melissa. What is your favorite smell? What is your favorite smell?
A device that after a man ejaculates inside of you, dippity-doo, hey.
No, I don't think you heard the question. What's your favorite, like, smell?
It absorbs up the material. You know what? I'll just let my infomercial speak for itself, and then I'll move on to the other thing I wanted to address. But here, I'll show you. I'll show you the infomercial. A dripstick is a device that after a man ejaculates inside of you, dippity-doo, hey, it absorbs up. I don't know, like, I gotta get into my infomercial head, and I gotta find, like, you know, because you know how, yes, like, Nikki, I kid you not, I have the clip, and I'm gonna be.
Okay. Next question. This question is for Melissa.
Yeah, this question again is for Melissa. How do you like to waste your time? How do you like to waste your time?
This infection, but she said that she got such a bad yeast infection that she had to take a fucking brush to itch it. You don't know what a dripstick is? Oh my God, Nikki, hold on. To itch it. You don't know what a dripstick is? Oh my God, Nikki, hold on.
Again, yeah, this question is for Melissa. Which 3 words describe yourself?
Sex.
Okay, anything else?
Everybody has it. The time to be intimate with your partner, to really get that one-on-one connection. But we know what that means. Are you tired of...
Okay. Yes, again, this question is for Melissa. Do you prefer, like, double dates or privacy?
No proper lady likes to leave a snail trail across the floor. And that's why we're introducing drip sticks. Sitting and waiting on the...
So, since you said, like, drip sticks, so you do like to double date then? Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, yeah. This question is for, is going to be for Natasha. Yeah. What is the best thing about being single?
Because I have these earaches all the time. When I first started getting them, after I found out about my pituitary glands, they had a hard time with antibiotics trying to find something that would get rid of it.
Right.
And they put me on really strong antibiotics, and Jesus, take the wheel. I needed a hairbrush.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, is that itchy?
Oh my good Lord.
Wow.
Again, I think you misunderstood the question, Natasha. You know what? I'm just going to pass. Next question. Yeah, this question is for Melissa. If something was stuck between my teeth, how would you tell me?
Oh, fuck. I think that's so funny. Oh my God, it's so gross. It's disgusting. It's gross.
That's what you would say, girl? Okay, this next question is for Melissa. Would you prefer time or money? Time or money?
Just because I like hearing Amanda's Ananda saying, "Oh, I'll just get me some pussy cream." What is this cream? What's the ingredients? What do you use it for? Oh, if you bought anything eye related from her, you probably have pink eye right about now.
Okay. What? this next question is for Melissa. If you were a product, what would be your tagline? What would be your tagline if you were a product? I know it's kind of a weird question, but...
Sex. Everybody has it. The time to be intimate with your partner, to really get that one-on-one connection. But we know what that means. Are you tired of ninja rolling out of the bed? Or how about those crusty towels or the next day drip? Or perhaps the penguin waddle we have to do from the bedroom to the bathroom. No proper lady likes to leave a snail trail across the floor.
Okay, I guess, yeah. Okay, yeah, this question is, oh gosh. This question is for Melissa. What is your guilty pleasure? What is your guilty pleasure? Melissa?
Okay, don't do that to me. Oh my God. Imagine asking that and they point you in the eye with fucking animals.
Hey, tube. Melissa, what is your guilty pleasure?
Fuck.
Oh, okay. I just went and got me some pussy cream.
Okay, Melissa. I mean... Okay, this question is for Melissa. If you were a product, what would your tagline be?
Underwear. One size fits all. That's right, ladies. You heard her right. One size. You don't need to worry if you have a heavy flow or a wide set vagina.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this question is for Melissa. What title would you give your autobiography?
Throat really fucking hurts.
Wait.
I feel like poopy.
Wait, what was?
How are you guys?
Wait, what was that? What would you call your book? Poopy? I'm just probably sure I missed that.
Stacy.
You're gonna name your book Stacy? No. Okay, go ahead.
My throat really fucking hurts.
Oh, okay. My throat really fucking hurts. Okay. All right. Thanks. Hey, this question is for Melissa. What makes you happy?
As a legal defense. So join me and Vanessa from Unmasked this Tuesday at...
This makes no sense.
Listen to me.
That's the way we conclude our days. Love you, baby. Love you. Miss you. All right, guys. I think I've taken up enough of your guys' time tonight. Does anybody have any questions? The dripstick. So, yeah. Power to the people. Power to you guys. Lana, every day. So glad I caught you after my COVID. Yeah, I'm so glad you did too. Hot Ham Radio. God, what did I just press? Oh, get that off of there. Oh, no, I don't want to play that. I just want to thank you guys for the super chats, the super stickers, the super fun time, the cash apps, all that stuff. I'd be lying if I said this hasn't been difficult. I'd be lying if I said it hasn't been. But I can assure you that that I never dated Sarah King, never kidnapped Sarah King. Nobody was kidnapped. And that once again, just craziness. MJ's never talking to me again. I have no questions. Well, I was, MJ said the other day that she hated me, and I kind of appreciate that comment because you have to love somebody to hate somebody. So I guess at one point MJ loved me, but I think that she's gonna realize sooner rather than later that she was used, and but she also lied. And she played a horrible part in a horrible thing. And I didn't do anything like that to her. So for her to have to hate me, I don't know. I was just showing the lies in the setup. So that you were part of. But I can actually appreciate not ratting people out. So that just lets me know, like, if I didn't know that I was part of something, that's a different story. I don't think that you're a rat then when you say if you didn't know that you're part of something. But if you like were knowing participant of something, then yeah, you'd be a rat. Yeah, but if I was used in a situation, I'd come clean. So you gotta just think about it. God, what the fuck is this thing doing? All right, stop sharing. Let me close all these down. That was pretty good, though. It was good to see you laugh. Yeah, you know what? I should give you guys... I want to do a thank you notes. These thank you notes are for the moms out there and for John Paul, because, again, he wants to quote me on things, but this would have to be like... beep, 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 beep. You know, that's my quote. I know people always... want to hear the thank you notes. So I guess I'll do the thank you notes. Here we go. Dear Sarah, every night that you've been gone, I've been in mourning. Literally, morning and night. Love, Lana. Dear Melissa Jade, I was actually happy to see you laugh. It was kind of like that one time, you know. You know that one time? Love, Lana. Dear Boston, I love you. Love, Lana. Oh, and happy Mother's Day. Dear bitches, AKA Shift Happens, Aunt Lala. Who else? Why you gotta be so fucking mean to me? Why you gotta lie so much? Love, Lana. Dear Crafton, why the fuck did you have to make Shazam? If you would have never made Shazam, I would have never met that fucking psycho bitch Sarah. Fuck you, Crafton. Love, Lana. Dear Adderall, I swear to God, if you keep focusing on these psychos, I'm never going to free myself. Start focusing on boring, saggy tits. Love, Lana. Dear Mandy C., remember that one time you wanted to bomb a school? Well, I got something you can bomb. Love, Lana. Bath bombs, of course. Dear Kim Kaufman, I first want to say Happy Mother's Day. It's been another year, and I still haven't met you, nor have I seen your face in person. I wish I could say I wondered what you looked like. But Snapchat helped me out. Love, Andrea Powers. Dear YouTube, what is it going to take for you to take down these videos of these fucking crazy ass bitches? Every day I wake up thinking it's going to be a new day, but it's still the same old bullshit. Love, Lana. Dear Andrea P., can you believe it, another year? No texting, no calls. I know, it's been so fucking peaceful. Happy Mother's Day, though. Being a mom must be hard when all your time is devoted to trolling. Dear Natasha, I'm really sorry to see Parker leave you. I'm so glad that I don't have to ask for permission to speak with Parker anymore. Plant me, Parker. I knew Parker always loved me more. Love, Lana. Dear Aunt Lala, I can't wait for Armageddon. Oh, wait. Are you back up to making videos again? Way not to be anybody's bitch. You go, girl. Love, Lana. Oh, by the way, Happy Mother's Day. Because you are a mother. Motherfucker. All right. Dear KK, where do you get your wardrobe? Everybody's wondering. No, seriously, we are. Because we've never seen you. Tell Cindy I said hi. Love, Lana. Alright, guys, that's going to round out my night here. Dear Mod Squad, Happy Mother's Day. And no matter what, live life to the fullest. Dear Chicken Lady, thank you for putting up with AD. and letting me come on panel. I'm in love with him. My new obsession. God, I hope he lets me join his Patreon for free. God, I hope he gives me some of his super chats. Yes, take a lady. Love Lana. Dear Shift Happens. Nobody knows what the fuck you're saying. We didn't speak shift. But hey, happy Mother's Day. Hope you get laid by Dave G. That'd be a cute little troll baby. Troll baby. Love Lana. Oh, see you guys later, man. Troll baby. God, BJs. On a serious note, dear Allie Erickson, wishing you the best Mother's Day. Hopefully your mom's having a good week. And prayers for all the driving that you do. May you stay safe. Love, Lana. Dear Delsha Flanagan, can you believe that white little skinny bitch boy John Paul thinks he's going to talk about us and our alleged sex life? God. I thought he was gay. Love, Lana. Oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day. Go get him, D. Alright, guys, that's a wrap. I'm gonna go swish my mouth out and make sure I don't have herpes and shit. The cheese does stand alone. And the cheese is proud. Over and out. Deuces. My next live, don't know when it will be, but definitely looking forward to having some panels. All the moms in chat, role playing, Boston supports Ellen, Hot Ham Radio. Don't know if you're a man or a woman. Happy Mother's Day, Dom's mom. Happy Mother's Day, Bumblebee. Love you. Happy Mother's Day. Life in the Red Kim. Happy Mother's Day. Maple Beeve. Love you to death. Ride or die. Crazy Chick, happy Mother's Day. Even if you're a fur mom, happy Mother's Day. MJ, happy Mother's Day. Lindsay Hensley, happy Mother's Day. Jay for Justice, happy Mother's Day. Kay, happy Mother's Day. Natasha, happy Mother's Day. Larry, happy Mother's Day. Just kidding. Who else is a mom out there? Michelle, happy Mother's Day. Oh, Miss Mensa, happy Mother's Day. Again, fur babies count. All my Aliquippa mama babies. All those single, sexy, voluptuous, lovely Aliquippa baby mamas out there. Love you. Happy Mother's Day. To my mom, happy Mother's Day. I'm excited to see that sexy beast tomorrow. She's not like a beast, but she's awesome. She made me. Shift Happens. Happy Mother's Day. Lala, Penny, Missy, Chloe, Kennedy McKenzie, happy Mother's Day. Jamie Abeda, happy Mother's Day. What moms am I missing out there? Jessica Lynn, happy Mother's Day. There you go. Dorothy, happy Mother's Day. Who else is Thanks, CDT, Amber. Teresa, Criminality. Happy Mother's Day. Christine, Happy Mother's Day. That other channel, Happy Mother's Day. I think I had everybody now. Granny. All the grandmothers out there, Happy Mother's Day. At the end of the day, man, we're moms and be better. Man, I just stay in your lane. Stay in your lane and do you, and stop falling for people's bullshit. To the moon, mic drop in. Happy Mother's Day. Just coming at me, questioning me. My fucking channel says it. Truth and transparency. Over and out. Mwah. Thank you for the super chats. Again, you guys are great, and I'll see you soon.